Hi.
Hello. Hi.
What fucking episode is this again?
4.
Episode
3, 4, 5?
This is episode 4.
Yeah. So, sorry we didn't do an episode last week. From now on, the Hypercast off will be every other week. Partially due to scheduling issues, and partially just because fuck it.
That and the episodes are like bi-weekly.
Yeah.
The plots are bi-weekly.
Yeah.
That too. I feel like it just is better.
Also, Zed's having mic trouble this week,
Yeah.
but don't worry about that.
Yep.
Big mic trouble. That's why he
What
sounds
happened?
like he's on a car phone.
Yeah, I have no idea why. I might play.
But yes, we are your hosts. I am Suraku Fett, the guy that writes things.
I am the Dreamcast, the usual host, but I'm letting Rose take over this week because everything's fucked on my computer.
I am Sano. I barely contribute anything, though I'd like to.
And I'm Rose, the person who's actually recording this episode due to other technical difficulties. I draw things. I might write things at some point. You know. So, I guess, first things first, Zio, as usual.
Zio good. Zio good.
So the arc
Is Forze.
it's Forze, but it's also
flies.
Because you know that Forze is a reference to Fives.
We'll get to that when we talk about 6.5.
So episode 5 and 6.
Yeah. So episode 5, they go to Forze school.
Yes. What was it?
Ryusei.
No, Ryusei is
the Fives one, sorry.
Yasogami High School.
No, Yasogami is Persona 4, I think.
Amanogawa?
Amanogawa, yeah.
Yeah. Because 18-year-old Libra girls have been going missing for years, and it's probably the doing of another rider, and most recently a couple have disappeared from Amanogawa. So we get a cute scene of all 3 of the main characters in Amanogawa uniforms trying to get information, and Gates ends up scaring off everyone. He's trying to
because he's going, hey, tell me about the 18-year-old girls.
And he's still wearing the Gates calming shirt over his
his little dog calming harness thing.
And then Sogo throws himself down a set of stairs
to
get taken to the
nurse. Well, not taken by the nurse, to distract the nurse to get her over.
Because Gates says, "Oh, I could just hack the database of the school to find out who the 18-year-old Libras are in this school."
I'm a hacker man.
So Sogo's like, you know what, I have a better solution. And he just throws himself down the stairs. So there's only one, and it's Karen.
A girl named Karen, and then Karen is on the
weirdo.
And Karen is on the roof, and she is suddenly attacked. Not by another rider, but by one Masato Kusaka.
Mr. Misunderstandings himself. So,
AKA Kamen Rider Kaiser.
Yeah. So you see, though, presumably he's not Kaiser at that moment. So you see,
yeah, he's probably not Kaiser because he's not dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big thing. He's not dead.
So he shows up, he strangles her on the roof, and then you see her falling from the roof / thrown from the roof, and then they get outside, and another Forze
saved her.
It appears to have saved her.
But they don't realize that.
They don't realize that, so they attack
Sogo and Gates fight, and then Gates takes the build ride watch,
and it becomes
Gates build,
and he doesn't screw up the build finisher.
He does it perfectly because he knows the physics.
Because he's not an idiot.
Because he knows the physics, and also because he respects the riders, and
I don't think respect has to do with it. He just doesn't understand how to do them well.
Yeah, it's not that Sogo's actively disrespecting them, it's just he doesn't get it.
Like, he hasn't seen them before, for one, so he's just, like, going off what they tell.
I suppose that's true. In the crazy Omazeo future, they probably have a big old museum dedicated to the other riders.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. Then they fight another. Then they go to the.
Can I just say though, not only does he know how to do the Vortex finish better than Sogo does, I love the look of
yeah, it's really
Gates.
nice.
Gates build better because Gates is Zio's armors all have like a silver accent to them, but Gates's all have a black accent to them.
Yeah.
And that works much better for Build because Build's suit has like a black undersuit.
Yeah. Then after they fight, after he does the Vortex finish, then the two guys from the Wizard Cross
Forze
movie show up just because they saw it, like, hey, you guys are writers.
That's so cool, Jonah.
Hey, you guys are writers. We're in the Kamen Rider Club.
And they go to the Kamen Rider Club, and it's a shitty shack. It's a tiny room that looks like it hasn't been.
Well, they can't do it on the rabbit hatch because fucking the rabbit hatch got destroyed at the end of Forze, and also it might not have even been accessible in this version of events because Forze didn't exist. I don't know. Zeo Time's weird.
Zio is just kind of messy with how it uses time travel.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's just whatever works.
I wish it wasn't, because I feel like
there's a lot of potential you could have to show the god awful ramifications of these writers not existing.
Like so far, they've only shown like two weird ramifications where like Sento is still Katsuragi.
Where A, Sento is still Katsuragi, and B, Kusaka's alive.
And also that none of the X8 writers exist.
But it's the kind of thing of like, especially some of the more recent ones. If those writers didn't exist, that would have like world-ending ramifications. Some of the earliest Heiseis and some of the latest Heiseis.
Sometimes it feels like the series never even happened.
Like, yeah, that I just want them to like lay that out. Like, did the show even happen if the another writer is created?
Yeah, it's just kind of confusing, but they haven't really gone into detail about it.
Yeah, I wish they would go into detail about these things.
Honestly, at this point, I'm kind of just treating Zio like I treated Decade, in that it's just a fun anniversary thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But I was hoping, we were all hoping it would be more.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe it will change.
Hopefully, it will be consistent in its.
We are on episode 6?
Yeah. 6.
Yes.
So who knows? Maybe it'll change.
Hopefully, if it does continue to disregard, that it at least remains consistent in its disregard.
Yeah.
For writer canon.
The one thing I was hoping with the those two nerds from fucking Forze Cross Wizard was that I was hoping to see Inazuman again. Where's Inazuman?
No time.
No time for Inazuman.
There was no time. So they take him to the Kamen Rider Club, and we get the one returning Forze character.
The Forze, the teacher.
The teacher, yeah.
Which I'm just gonna say, if you're gonna get any of the returning characters, he's like one of the biggest characters you could get.
Yeah, he was definitely a good character to get back. I wish we could have had other characters back, but like
anyone from Jake could have come back.
Yeah,
he was in
Graduate.
Jake could have come back, but Jake, the teacher, and Gentaro were in Heisei Gen Final.
Honestly,
right?
it's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird that they didn't try to get Jake back, considering his actor has literally been tweeting like YouTube videos of him reviewing Zio toys.
Yeah,
like,
it's
constantly.
Kind of weird.
And it's like,
I guess they couldn't really figure out a way to shoehorn him into the plot.
I guess.
Why
would Jake be in charge of the Kamen Rider Club?
Yeah.
Jake's. Why would
Gentaro's the one who's the teacher.
Yeah, and they explained that Gentaro is off trying to find Karen. Or no, he's trying to find some of the girls that disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh.
The girls who
But
already
as we
disappeared, yeah.
but as we come to learn, that's not going to be a very fruitful search.
Yeah, because they're dead.
So,
As far as we know.
So, Camarada Club, the teacher gets there and he recognizes the Ride Watchers on Gates' arm.
And he opens a special little chest of memories.
Which has
the chest of memories, which has the picture of the
Scorpio.
Yeah.
The Scorpio Zodiarts that he still thinks about her. Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, he still thinks about her. He still wants to bang it.
And you wonder if the club ever told him what happened to her.
Yeah. I have a feeling they did, but he still likes her. He still wanted to freak her.
I don't think being a Scorpio...
Is she still alive, even? Because I think she is.
I don't think even her being a big Scorpion monster would probably, like, dampen his affections.
But I'm pretty sure she's still alive.
In fact, I think the Scorpion monster thing might make it even more exciting for him.
I don't know, that depends on his tastes.
Because they, the guy who was Virgo... he was like, "Oh, everybody that I pretended to kill got sent up into the satellite."
The satellite.
The satellite, and I think there's like something somewhere that says that when Ryusei and Tomoko got out of the thing, that they managed to get everyone else out too.
Yeah.
Even
but yeah, she's probably alive.
Acknowledged.
Who knows? Maybe she's still teaching it on Amanogawa.
Maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, so then he gives them the Forze ride watch, and they go fight another Forze. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. They fight another Forze again. They go back to 2012 after that. 2011. Actually, sorry.
Yeah, 2011.
To fight another Forze when he gets the power of Forze. And they fight him, and so
it also shows the scene where he gets another Forze power, and it's really odd.
And we see Schwartz give him another Forze, but like it appears that he has some power already, and
I was hoping that it was Orphanok power.
Oh, we didn't talk about the first time we see Schwartz.
Yeah, Schwartz.
The first time we see Schwartz, he gives the guy.
He does the word though, everybody.
Yeah, and he gives the guy, and the guy is looking for more power, and so he gives him another.
No, I think
we're talking about the first one.
He means when he's like, he means that when he meets.
Oh yeah.
When he's talking to Ora and.
When Ora and Ur are like talking in like the middle of a crowd, and they stop the crowd, but then he stops them.
Yeah, and he's like, "Sup, bitches."
He steals like a candy bar, gives it to Ur.
He's like, "Here, you have a candy bar, little child, baby."
And then he unfreezes
it, and
it just goes back to like normal time, and just like that asshole.
Fuck that guy. He thinks he's so cool with his disco outfit.
He thinks he's so cool with his disco outfit and his perfect time stop.
Fucking bitch. And so yeah, that's that scene. It was really dumb, and I liked it. And so back to the whole, he gives another Forze, and the Forze is like, "I want my powers back." And
I want more power, and he's like,
"I need more power." Now I'm motivated.
Yeah.
Now I'm motivated.
So he gets Forze, and it appears the Scorpio Zodiac, which Kentaro is fighting behind him, disappears as well.
Yeah.
Kentaro's only ever seen from the back because they couldn't actually get his actor back.
I think he's still doing Bleach stuff.
He's too busy doing Bleach.
Well, we'll talk about that in a moment.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that, yeah. Then they Sogo uses another Forze ride watch. He activates it, but then another Forze goes to attack him. But then Big Dick was coming in protecting his
like, how dare you?
Get off of him, you
I need to do my cool speech now.
And then Forze turns into Gates turns into Gates Forze. Fuck! Ah, my brain.
Zio turns into
Guys!
Forze armor.
It's Zio Forze armor. Man,
This is an amazing podcast.
you can tell who I like more.
Yeah.
I know, and you can tell who I like more because he's using all my favorite writers.
So we get Zio
We get
Forze
Zio
armor.
Forze armor, and Zio Forze armor is big and dumb, but it
And
works.
beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful and it works, and it's big and dumb and beautiful.
It looks
Love
like
it.
something from the Centurions.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say right here, if fucking
And the jingle is
Zio-
great.
if
Like this big,
3,
like.
2, 1, Forze.
Well, but like when I talk about the jingle, I just don't. I'm not just talking about the
What?
talking part. I'm talking about like the music. This big
Yeah.
dramatic swell,
Of
dramatic
like-
orchestral swell with the Forza drivers. 3, 2, 1, Forza.
I gotta say that if Sogo also gets the Den-O right watch, I'm gonna have to stand him forever. Like, oh, you use all 3 of my favorite writers. Awesome.
What was the other one?
X-Bait.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. So they defeat.
They defeat another Forza, and Zio does a rocket drilling kick, not a rider rocket drill kick, where he just
kinda
spins around.
And kicks him while spinning.
in space.
In space, yeah, that's the
With the
important
thrusters facing the monster.
Yeah. And knocks him back down to Earth, but then in the flames,
He turns into,
another Forza
like
off of
melts
him,
away.
and you see underneath and hear loudly
Another
proclaimed,
five.
"Fies."
And then back with
And you see this
Tsukiyomi,
big old 2003 on his shoulder.
and then back with Tsukiyomi,
Who's found Karen. Then suddenly Kusaka shows up.
and starts
And then-
ready. Then he gets tackled by somebody.
He gets tackled by Takumi Inui.
And that leads us to the next episode, which is
Episode
probably the
6.
best episode. 555 913
2003. Such a
It's
good
such a
fucking name.
Oh yeah, we should
So
talk
good.
about 5.5 first.
Oh yeah, 5.5. Yeah.
555.
So
So
I
basically-
didn't watch it. You go.
So
Talk about
it's mostly
Uh,
just them talking about
Sogo's name.
Sogo's name and what the Fi's Phone X is, because as it turns out, according to that point 5 episode, Gates and Tsukiyomi didn't already know who Fi's was.
Yeah.
Um,
Honestly, I'm not sure if that's just a joke.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
either.
probably I don't take a whole lot of what they say in the .5 episodes.
Because then they're like, "Oh, do you really think that audiences today would fall for that?"
Yeah. So first of all, they mentioned that Sogo's full name is basically a play on
Sogo Tokiwa, based
yeah.
on Tokiwa-so, the region.
The
Ishimori
city that.
got his start in. Yeah.
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 And
As a mangaka, I think, right?
Yeah, as a manga.
And they bring up that the Fi's Phone X, can call people through time, as we've already seen it can do, but
Yeah.
and
It also has a gun.
It's like Doctor Who.
Yeah.
but there's not anything too important in that one, really.
Honestly, it's mostly just like, "Hey, here's the Fi phone, and why don't you know Fi's?" It's like, "Oh, I don't know him. I don't know Fi's." This is so bullshit. They know him. They have to. Why would they not know who Fi's is when they have the Fi phone?
Especially with what happens in episode 6. So episode 6 starts right the fuck up, right where episode 5 ends.
Oh shit, we didn't actually. Did we mention Takumi showing up at the end of 5?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. Good.
Yeah, we talked about that.
So
And episode 6 immediately starts at that scene with Takumi and
Takumi and Kusaka start fighting.
Kusaka
That's really
start
the
fighting.
gist of this
They
scene.
get into a fist fight,
Yeah.
and Karen uses the opportunity to make
To
her
run away.
escape.
Yeah, and also another Forza.
And Kusaka gets pissed off.
Another Fi's regains
Another Five
another
turns
Forza
back
power.
into another Forza. Yeah.
And then they leave. And then they, yeah. then they find out. They go back to the right.
Well, hang on. So they go back. No, first they go back to the clock shop.
Yeah.
And Takumi just fucking walks in.
It's like, hey, I'm Takumi Inu.
He's just like, hey, who are you two?
No, yeah,
And-
he doesn't even introduce himself at first. He walks directly into there, points at Soga's like, who are you? And then looks
Soga
at Gates,
Takiwa.
and then
Just
just
looks at
stares at
Gates,
Gates
Gates,
until
your
Gates
queen.
answers.
I'm Gates. He's
Like,
Sogo.
it's so perfectly awkward. It's exactly how Takumi should be.
It is, yeah. This character from a show where no one talks, trying to talk with these characters from a show where people talk.
He can't
Yeah.
handle it.
And
Why do you people
we
talk?
we learned that Takumi's still working at the cleaners.
Yeah.
Yeah, though apparently he runs it now, I think, rather than just...
No. He just works there. He's like, I'm a dry cleaner.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He says my dream is to, yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Like
Isn't that not-
Dream.
isn't
He
that
says
not-
his dream, which is Keitero's dream,
Yeah.
to make all the laundry clean and white.
Oh,
Yeah. Keitaro accidentally erased from the timeline.
Oh no!
no!
Why would he though?
No,
Oh, don't do this to
Keitaro!
my perfect dumb boy.
Keitaro.
He's the true Delta to me.
He doesn't have dreams. He only protects them.
Takumi doesn't have dreams, but he can protect them.
Oh my god, that line is so good.
Yeah.
I know. Especially with the fucking guitar in the background as he's
Yeah.
saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the slow henshin, you know?
It's one of my favorite. It's one of the only things that I'm okay with fucking TV Nihon like kind of messing up, and it's the line where he's like, what is it?
If fighting is a sin, then let me be
Then I will bear.
damned, or something like
Yeah.
that. But
Then
like
I-
that
yeah.
was
Then
that
I'll bear
was
that cross.
that wasn't a accurate translation.
I think then I'll be damned is the actual translation.
No, I think that's the
Because I think the TV Nihon was then I'll bear that cross.
Yeah.
God, we'll have to look this up at some point.
Yeah.
Fact checking will ruin
But-
this podcast.
Yeah.
Fact
Anyway.
checking ruins all sorts of things, so just
And
never
then
check
they give
facts.
him a cup of tea, and he tries drinking. He's like too hot.
He's like, oh, it's too hot. And rather
Yeah.
than embarrass himself in front of everyone and go,
He just doesn't.
he just
Yeah.
gets up and like walks away from the
Right.
cup to let it cool down.
He doesn't want everybody to call him a Nekomimi or something.
Yeah.
Nekojita, I think.
Nekojita, yeah.
Oh god, I'm such a weeb that I remember that.
I also remember it as Nekojita.
well,
Yeah.
well, TV Nihon never fucking translated it in Faiz, so obviously you'd see
Yeah,
it a ton.
he kept saying Nekojita.
Even though it literally translates to
people
cat
with-
tongue.
It literally translates to cat tongue, and it's like super obvious.
Yeah. And then he's just.
Literally, you
And
can
then
just
he looks
know,
at the
like,
ride watches and he like
cat
has a look
tongue
on
and
his
the
face.
translator note Nekojita means cat tongue, and it means somebody who doesn't like hot things.
Yeah. You're a
Which,
wimp.
don't forget, how he became an orphanoc.
His family burned in a house
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he sees the ride watches and is like, huh. But then they explain what's happening, and then they figure out like, I guess we have to go talk to Kieran. And then
more kids at the Amanagawa High School.
and then so it's like, I'll do
go
it.
with you.
And then they're like, what?
And so
And then they go the
around,
next day.
and Sogo meets with Karen and says, "I promise I'll protect you. Why? You don't even know me." Well, I want to be a king someday.
And
and then
Takumi
Takumi
makes kind of a
Gives him,
face
a
like,
super sideways
He kind of just
smile.
gives him like a stink face, like what?
Are you for real?
He's like, well, I want to be a king someday, and a king needs to protect all of his subjects. And Karen's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like any sane person would when hearing someone
Like,
say
I love that this is always the reaction he gets.
Nobody takes him seriously.
No one ever takes him seriously
Except
because
Waz.
Well, yeah,
because
well,
Waz comes from the time where,
He is king.
yeah.
he is king and he loves it.
yeah.
And Gates and
Fucking love
Tsukiyomi come from the time where he's king, and they hate it.
Yeah. Like, I just want him to meet one of the actual kings in Rider. Like,
Yeah, like-
Kiva
Blade.
or Blade. And they're like, listen, kid, it's overrated.
He's like, but no, I want it though.
He's like,
Trust
do
me,
you
you do
understand what will happen?
No, but I want it though. I just
Overrated.
No, I want him to, like, he meets Kiva and Blade, and he's like, but here's the thing, you guys never wanted it.
Yeah, but we still became it, and it was the worst thing ever.
So
Yeah, it was only bad because you didn't want it.
Sogo!
Sogo, shut up! It's a bad thing. You know what the bad part of you becoming king will
Sogo,
be.
you literally
It's a
No.
bummer,
said it!
but hey, I'll be king.
no,
King-
I'll be a malevolent one.
King O's.
King O's is gonna be like, nah, being king is fucking sick, dude!
That's awesome.
And he's like, this guy gets it. And then King Oz goes, yeah, and tosses up all the medals and scans all of them.
Yeah.
Then he starts singing Anything Goes.
Yeah.
We went in two different directions with that, but
Yeah.
we can meet in the middle.
Yeah, we just know that he starts singing.
Yeah, so
And
But,
Zio.
Zio,
yes. Right,
Stuff
yeah,
with
we're
you.
talking about it.
And then
We
they'll-
learn that
there's another Libra at the school that
there's
just had
another
her
Libra in the
birthday
school
today.
because she just turned 18, so she's an
Today.
18-year-old Libra.
How convenient.
She's getting targeted by another Forze.
Oh, but can we also,
Karen
wait,
shows
hold on,
up.
hold on. We also
What?
forgot to mention we met with the teacher again, who gave us the
Yeah.
information, and he does his wacky little suspender thing.
And
Well,
then
and also, and
Takumi's like,
the best part
really?
is Takumi's like Takumi seems a little taken aback by the
he's
fact
so
that
out of his
people are
element.
communicating.
He's like,
He's
really?
so
You're just
out-
gonna tell him that?
You're not
that-
gonna be like, walk away and have like a disgruntled look on your face and not tell him?
He's just so out of
They
his
have
element.
to
and
know.
I love it.
They
Yeah.
have to.
They,
I thought the disgruntled look on Takumi's face was when the teacher like snapped his
Yeah, that's what I'm
suspenders and
saying.
he was just
Yeah,
like,
it is.
"What?"
Because he's just so out of his element. You have all these wacky, like, hilarious comedic characters, and then you have Takumi.
Yeah.
Takumi,
It's just
depression man.
Aren't you gonna walk away with ominous music playing in the background?
No.
No, why would I do that?
And then he's like, why don't I just tell him?
And-
It'll be simpler that way. And Takumi's like, alright, if you say so. Fucking weirdos.
And then we see another Forze attack the
The new girl at her birthday
at
party.
her birthday party, but
Which-
then Karen shows up and stops him.
By
and
the
tells
way,
him, "Nope,
I want to
you
note, for a brief moment during that birthday party, the color grading was
the
almost
color
like
grading looks
Amazon.
super
Amazon.
Amazons.
It was really
Yeah, I was-
concerning, because the last time I saw a
Because I thought she was
birthday
gonna
party...
walk back and all the other girls were gonna be dead.
Yeah, no,
It's gonna be
because
like
remember...
gore piles.
Remember the birthday party in Amazon Season 2?
I didn't see season
Yeah!
I
Tell
thought-
us about it, Rose.
2. Tell us about it, because I didn't see season 2.
Well, let's say it didn't go too well.
Oh, was it the worst birthday
Did they at
ever?
least-
I could
It's
say,
the worst
yeah, on a list of worst birthdays ever, it's pretty high up there.
Then I don't
Well,
need to know the rest.
That joke was still my best birthday ever.
The birthday girl got her eye eaten and then got eaten by her dad. And then she got brought back as a zombie because I'm talking about EU. This is not a spoiler because they mention it in, like, the first couple episodes.
Amazing.
Yuppers.
And then she gets chased out of her house, and then Karen, like, hey, stop attacking her. And then
Stop
Takumi...
attacking people for my
No,
sake.
not Takumi,
No,
Kusaka.
Kusaka shows up and just grabs her in a hold, and he's like, yes, just let me kill her.
Yeah.
It's not your issue. Then he starts trying to fight another Forze, but fails very
He
miserably.
almost
Yeah.
gets... I think he almost gets his neck snapped again.
He literally
He
almost gets his neck
almost
snapped
gets his neck
again.
snapped again.
And
the
then
same
Takumi saves
one-handed.
him.
Takumi comes and saves him, and Takumi
then
has
Kusaka's
like
like-
one of the best worst lines ever.
Kusaka's
where
like,
he
why
says,
did you
"As much as
help
I-"
me?
He's like, I'm paraphrasing, but he's like, as much as I hate you, you're my friend.
He's like, you know, Kusaka, sometimes I really fucking hate you, but you're still my nakama.
Even though it hurts me to admit it, it's like, okay,
Even though it
Yeah,
hurts to
Takumi would say
admit.
that.
yeah, that's
Takumi would say
Takumi.
that.
That's
Yeah.
Takumi.
Denial.
I wish it wasn't, but that is Takumi.
I wish he wouldn't say that because Kusaka's the worst.
I wish Takumi
Yeah.
would. I wish Takumi would love himself and find friends who aren't.
Well, he has Mari and
Are they still alive?
Does he?
Keitsuro. It's
Does
not clear,
he?
but-
Mari.
Well, here's the thing though. If we're going by like what point in time the Fies gear is like turned off, Mari might just be paced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
so okay.
I think the only one not
When
putting
you talk-
Kus-
Oh
not
yeah, I
putting
forgot
Kusaka-
that Gates and he only figured out what's going on because
Yeah, they figure
the uncle's
out
like
because they do investigating by looking at photos, and they
What?
find that she hasn't aged, that Karen hasn't aged for like years.
15
But-
years.
and then the owner of the clock shop's like, hey, I finished the stereo, and they're like, how'd you fix it? And it's like, oh, I just replaced it with new
I
parts.
replaced the
then he
internals
goes
with new
through this-
parts, but he goes on
then
this
he-
big long-winded thing of like, if you put new stuff inside
Is
the
it
old
really
thing,
the
is it the
same
same
thing?
thing?
Can
And
you
they're
even
like,
recognize- Maybe that's what's happening. And then they go back and they're like, hey, this is happening.
And another Forze gets away to chase after the girl, but
And then they talk to Takumi and Kusaka, and
to talk to
Takumi's like,
Takumi and Kusaka, and it turns out that the girl used to Kusaka was trying to kill the girl at her request.
apparently Kusaka's just a hitman now.
No, because and the reason they know each other is because she apparently went to the Ryusei
and
school.
so did the guy who is another Fies / another.
Well, no. That's not the Ryusei school. The
No, he did. He says. Kusaka says both of them went there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. So they both went to the Ryusei school, but also more
Well,
than
they're-
that, they also went to Osada's high school in Fies.
Nice.
And considering the point in time where Aura goes back and creates another Fies, like that's either like just before I think like
That's like
just
episode
before
3.
yeah, it's like episode 3. I think it's like just before Osada goes on her murder rampage.
Maybe, I think so, yeah.
So and
lucked
Karen Karen and another Fies / another Forze was like Karen's boyfriend or something, and she got hit by a car and killed. But then Aura
That's it.
showed up and said, "Hey, I got some bad news for you.
You're gonna regret this your entire
You're gonna
life.
regret this your entire life, but the good news is you can change this right now if you become Kamen Rider Fies." And he's like, "I'll do anything." And so
then he
she
becomes-
shows the Ride Watch in him, and it cuts to the scene where Takumi is saving Mari from the elephant guy, and
And then he's about to do the
kick,
triple
and it
back
just shorts out, and he falls over.
on his ass, and he's like, what the fuck? And it's
And
really
nothing-
weird footage because they like cut between like HD footage and like just upscaled footage.
Upscaled footage, yeah.
And they also dyed his hair just for that one scene.
They dyed his hair brunette just for the one scene.
Yeah.
Just for
So is
one,
Mari
not even one scene, one
dead?
shot.
Mari, it's not clear because the Scorpio Zodiac disappeared when.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or-
when
I
another
know-
Forza was created.
The thing is, I know we've had arguments about this, not on the podcast, but like after this aired. I personally feel like Orphanox would not be removed from the timeline because another
they
Forza
don't.
Zodiarts
exists.
would, because Forza is tied to the core switch.
Again, it's
Forza and the
honestly
Zodiacs.
not super clear what's going
Yeah,
on
it's
with
not
like.
clear.
It's not.
We never
100%.
saw-
It's unclear. Yes.
Like they don't even go through. They don't like another. When Xaid's 4.5, they explained like, hey, since you erased Xaid from the timeline, none of the other writers existed. But this one, they don't even talk about it. They don't even talk about it in the 5.5 or 6.5.
Yeah.
So then after hearing the story of what happened, Gates resolves to Takumi gives Sogo the Fi's ride watch, and Sogo then gives the Fi's ride watch to Gates.
Because he trusts Gates.
Because he trusts Gates as much as that bewilders Gates, but then he understands and walks off to go back to 2003 to take down another Fi's, while Sogo goes after
and off-screen was, and then off-screen was stops jerking off. Well, it's like that one meme with like jazz suddenly stops.
Jazz music stops.
Jazz
Yeah.
music stops. But then we see another Fi's, like one of the girls who went missing after Karen supposedly
He's like, you're a
died.
Libra, right?
He's like, you're an 18-year-old Libra, just like Karen, and he just fucking turns her into blue Orphanok fire and absorbs her.
Yeah.
And
then
Aura explains, that's good, that's how you're gonna save Karen or whatever. But then Gates is like, so that's your plan. Only it turns out it didn't work out super well. And Aura's like, what did Schwartz do in 15? And Aura, who at this point is the Aura from before Schwartz did his thing, walks up and is like, she's like, did Schwartz do something? Which, I like that they do. It gives me a slight chuckle that she says "did" when talking about a thing that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, because time travel.
But they then Gates fights another Fi's and transforms into Gates Fi's armor with the fucking with one of the sexiest armors in the show and one of the best jingles with this fucking cool
I honestly couldn't hear it, like I couldn't hear it because I feel like the action sounds were kind of drowning it out a bit.
And the best part is when he transformed into the best part of the armor tie
is that it works with the Five song?
But it always, whenever they transform into the armors, the armor always does like the signature pose. And
yeah, he does the
he's actively fighting. He's actively fighting, and you see the Fi's armor do the wrist flick before flying apart.
Yeah. But
don't do the wrist flick too many times.
Yeah.
That will hurt.
That will hurt. You're gonna break your wrist.
But
and then he does everything just like
works with the Fi's phone works with the Fi's arm, and
because it could go like burst mode and fire.
Yeah, and as Zio is fighting another Forze with Forze armor, suddenly at 2 points in time they both start talking to the guy and making their big resolution that, you know, we will save you,
Karen, or you will save you, Karen.
And
then he proceeds to
Gates pull out Fize's weapons. The Fize shot the camera fist.
Yeah.
He does a big uppercut, and then the pointer.
He types in 555, or I forget what the pointer is for on the phone code.
Well, it's literally the same. It's 555 enter for the shot, then 555 enter again for the pointer.
Yeah.
Both of which did not have the faceplate, which I thought was a really good little attention to detail.
Yeah.
Yes, they didn't have the little memory.
The memory.
Yeah, the mission memory.
Yeah. And then it doesn't say exceed charge though.
He does, yeah. Well, he doesn't do the exceed charge, which I was kind of saddened by, but it's probably just for the gun mode.
And also it says exceed time burst. Because then he does
a textbook Crimson Smash.
Yeah.
And like phases through, and then like
behind the fight,
then looks forward and just walks away as he explodes.
as
Well,
the
the
fly
camera's
symbol,
tracking him, and it's like great.
and
Yeah.
the fly symbol appears on him and explodes.
Yeah, and then so,
And back with
Sogo does his
Sogo, his
rider,
fake
his
rider
rocket drilling kick again.
Yeah.
And we see that they actually do have effects for if they need the person in right armor to be holding things.
Yeah.
Yeah, where like you see like one of the rocket arms catches Sogo and like floats
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
So Sogo can spin his belt.
Yeah.
We get limit time break again.
Yeah.
And then Sogo, like a cool guy, just pops out the ride watches and untransforms.
Yeah.
And then Gates just gets back just in time to see Karen like
vanish into
dust, saying that like she was thankful for the time she spent with what's his name? I forgot his name and I feel bad.
It's fine.
Another
Forza.
With another Forza, and she
turns into sparkles.
Turns into sparkles and fades away.
And then Takumi and then Kusaka just walks away.
Hey,
wait up.
Hey, wait up! And Kusaka just like puts his hand up and just looks at him and doesn't say anything and just keeps walking away.
And then Takumi's like, "Yeah, misunderstood."
No, Sogo is like, "Yeah, friends."
And it's like, "No, that's not a good role model."
And then he looks longingly at Gates, and Gates is like, "The fuck you looking at?"
What are you looking at? No, I just like to think that Takumi's like, "Yeah, this is what I'm used to. People not talking."
And no, but it's the best part because it's like Takumi's like Kusaka, man, and he's like, he just looks at him as if to say, "You know our way. You know we do not talk.
We do not talk about our feelings. This is the way of Inoue.
This is the Inoue way. This is Inoue's vision.
This is the Inoue way."
Do you know the Inoue?
Oh no!
God, no!
No! This podcast has stopped because he made it as a fucking...
I'm ending the podcast now.
He made it
as a... Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, this is the final episode because he made a reference to Uganda Knuckles.
Nice job.
This is how the podcast ends, son. Not with the thing, but with the whimper.
This is how liberty dies, with thunderous applause.
Nobody's applauding that fucking Uganda Knuckles.
Anyway...
Well, they also forgot to.
Then they're like, "Hey, did you remember to give
Forza and Flies the right watches?" And
he's like, "Oh shit!"
And then he runs out the building, and then we see a preview. We was talking about the next rider of legend.
Hey, he stole that guy's donuts.
You see somebody set down like a plate of donuts with sugar on them. And you just see like a sigil open up and a hand come out. Please.
Yeah.
Haruto Soma just fucking yanks the donut.
With just his arm, because we're not going to see him.
Because his actor's not back. Only Beast is coming back.
But yeah, I just like to think of that one dude from Spider-Man 2. It's like, hey,
whoa,
he jacked that guy's
pizza!
And that's the end of that.
We see that another Forza, another wizard is using like magic to
do whatever his time checker plot's gonna be.
He wants money.
And we also see that some mysterious man has the wizard and beast ride watches. And
they're probably gonna do that off screen.
And also it looks like Zio and Gates are gonna fight.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, he's also fighting Waz and Schwartz.
Yeah. Gates
and
is fighting
Waz is like, you're not suited to have comrades.
Oof.
Which I don't know if he's talking to Gates as in you're such a bitch you shouldn't have friends, or if he's talking to Sogo like I'm the only friend you need, buddy.
And then he just licks his cheek. My lord, this is the taste of a liar.
Oh God.
Why would he be?
I don't know.
Shut up.
I don't know. I just wanted to make the reference.
6.5. Go.
Yeah.
6.5. They're like, okay, why the fuck was
6.5, why wasn't Forza here? And it's because they're all busy working on...
No, they literally say the actors' names for
No, they
Gintaro and
also-
Ryusei, but they're censored. And then
they're too busy working
like-
on Bleach.
yeah, they're clearly
they're
saying
doing,
Bleach,
like,
but it's
Ichigo-
censored.
But they're doing like the Ichigo pose and the fucking
And it's
Ryu
clear
Ryu
they're talking
pose.
about the Bleach movie,
Bleach
which
movie.
we watched.
It's
Or
we talked
rather-
about it- we talked about it last
well,
time, and I was wait, did we talk about
Watched.
it?
I think we did, but
Yeah.
watch just
We
a
did, but
stretch.
like, it's now
Quick
cursed
recap,
us.
It's not great.
It's not great. It's not good.
So they're like,
We're
oh,
back to
they
the
had,
end.
they're
We
like,
can talk about G Gundam.
they're like, oh, they had better things to do, and Takumi walks in from the background like,
What?
are you
You
saying
think
I didn't have anything better to do?
It's like, who are you? I am Kamen Rider 5, Takumi Inui.
Yeah.
Then he does the pose and everything.
With his own little like flip phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, his own personal flip phone.
It was probably just his actor's actual phone
Yeah.
that he carries around so he could do the Fies pose.
It's like, yeah, I'm 5. Never forget I'm 5.
And then Kusaka with the smile.
No,
again.
no.
That's not what it is yet. First he's like, why were you in the Forza part, the arc? This was supposed to be a Forza arc. He's like, oh, well, Forza was actually a reference to 5.
You see,
They're like, wait, what?
if you look at his legs, he has a he has a triangle and an
He has a
X,
yellow triangle and a
like
blue X.
Kaiser and Delta, and then
and look at
on
his
one
right
of the-
arm, it's a red circle, like 5.
And then Gates is like, but there's
What
a
about the
square.
other arm?
And
What
then
about the square?
Kusaka appears between cuts behind them and is like, fucking
like,
Takumi, never listen to
Always
him.
lying. He's a
Yeah.
liar. He's a fucking liar. Never listen to him. And then he does his smile.
He does his
No, he
trademark
does-
smile.
He does his henshin, wipes his hands, and he does the rape face.
Yeah.
I love
The
how
rape face.
there's
Yeah.
that one thing that happened at the concert where he comes out on stage and just
Where,
rubs his
yeah,
hands.
he just walks out on stage, cleans his hands,
And
and everybody
smiles.
Everybody collectively nuts to his mental disorder.
to his mental disorder, and then
Is it
he
about
does
this
the
complex?
henshin pose.
He can't get the fucking blood off his hands.
The dust. It's dust.
No,
not
it's blood.
Is
It's
it?
the
No, it's
blood.
blood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you see the flashback, and like he
Oh.
like crawls over to Mari, and like he tries to like pull her over, and then he looks at his hand, and it's like just drenched in blood.
And then
Yeah, I
there's
haven't
another scene
finished
later on.
Fies.
There's another scene later where he's like he's just fucking up a piece of wood. I forget what it is. And then he's like looks at his hands and they're still covered in blood, even though there's no blood around.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah. Yeah, everybody's just collectively nutting to the fact that he couldn't save his friends.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still have
So
that
then-
conscience.
So then,
Everyone
Kusaka...
nuts when he does the rape face.
Kusaka makes up some more bullshit about how Fies and Forza are totally related.
What was Kusaka's version?
It was like,
Oh,
which is like,
actually, the
fuck.
Ryusei school. They're
No.
both school related.
Yeah, the Ryusei
Oh no, the
school.
king shit.
So that's
The
why
king
I
shit.
showed up. And then
And the
he
king
was like,
shit.
oh yeah, Forza has kings in it, and has a character for king in the name. And Fies is about the Orphanok king, and Zio is
And
about
Zio's
kings.
king.
And Takumi's like, come on, kids, don't listen to Kusaka. He
That's
always
fucking
does
bullshit.
this. and then
And then
they start
they're just-
fighting, and then
And then they're
Gates...
just like, hey, let's fuck this. Let's go watch Bleach.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Although the
Yeah,
no,
say
Takumi and Kusaka like walk off like
Exceed charge.
literally just forcing their heads against each
yeah,
other.
you get the exceed charge sound
Yeah.
as they're
Yeah.
doing so.
And then the Zio kids are just like, let's go watch Bleach. Yeah.
And then they run off screen, and then they come back. Takumi and Kaiza.
And then Kusaka and Takumi like, who even wrote the script for this bit? Ah, this too must be producer Shirokura's fault.
And then that's the end of 6.5.
Yeah, it's great.
And then they smile.
Yeah, they like,
Oh, yeah, they hug
But-
because
yeah,
they're actual good friends.
yeah,
They're
they're
like-
yeah,
actually good
because in real life,
buddies.
Kento Honda and Korei Murakami are good friends.
Yeah. So so fucking weird.
It's saying
It's
DOP.
Yeah.
So
That's such a weird video.
6.5. 6.5 continues
They
the
smile
trend.
at each other and turn into ghosts.
6.5 continues the trend of the 0.5 episodes being much more entertaining than the main
actual
episodes. Not that I think Zio is especially bad, but just that the 0.5 episodes are really good.
They're just
They're
that
like
much
too
entertainment.
good. They're too good.
They're too powerful. They're just talking about how, oh yeah, they're in Bleach, so they couldn't show up. Like,
I just hope these
straight
never
up.
stop. I hope the 0.5 episodes don't stop.
They're gonna have
I
one
also
for
hope they
every
don't stop.
actual episode. So yeah.
I want one for the final episode, and it's like, that was bullshit.
Yeah, they're probably gonna do one for the final episode. Yeah.
Oh
Do
my
one
God,
for the
I'm
final
just
episode and then
imagining
talk
all
about
that.
what. There's all these loose ends.
What
It's
the
like,
fuck? And it's like, wait for the V cinema.
cinemas.
And it's like, isn't that kind of lazy writing? And it's like, this must too be the writer's fault. Let's go blow up Toei again.
Banzai!
Yeah,
Well, the next writer is sitting on a chair.
waiting for them to leave. Yeah.
He's just like sitting there calmly,
if-
like
If
That's like the handoff. That's like the Sentai handoff.
if
Except
Yeah.
he's like, forgot about me.
if Tsukiyomi's rider form is only in a movie, I hope there is at least 1.5 episode where she complains about
Like,
it not being in the series.
why can't I be a writer? And they're
But
like,
I
"Shut up."
transformed in the movie. Why can't I transform in the show? And they're like, shut up. Don't worry
like,
about
well,
it.
that's producer Shirakawa's fault.
Sugar's fault.
Blame
Yeah.
the mothers. They don't like women.
Oh my god.
And
Let's
then,
just blow up Toei again. Banzai!
so that's all that happened. So I think we could enter the super spoiler part where we talk about scans and shit.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Kamen Rider was.
Kamen Rider was the big.
What about to well, hang on. We missed talking about something before.
What did we?
Yeah, we did
What was
on
it?
the last podcast.
Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about Emu's
So we were talking about like there was stuff like cut from Kamen Rider X8's plot.
From the original concept.
And
Oh, that guy.
originally,
Emu was supposed to have an older
have
sister.
an older sister, who's basically an
Idolmaster
master
character. She originally the idea was that Emu became a doctor because his sister was super sick and always took care of him. But then she died because of an illness. Because of Bugster
she
virus.
died because she got the Bugster virus when Emu did, but she couldn't handle it, so she died. The Idolmaster character in question, by the way, is Karen Hojo, which is why Emu is named Emu Hojo.
Yeah.
So, the fact that his older sister, or younger sister, I'm not sure which one she was, wanted to be an idol and died from the Bugster virus suggests there was a distinct possibility that Poppy wasn't going to be Dan's daughter mom, but instead Poppy was going to have come from Emu's sister.
which makes people like me and Zed who ship Poppy and Emu feel a little right?
Yeah. It seems a little bit
By the way, this is this is the character from Idolmaster.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll just remember to show that on the video or whatever.
Oh.
Because
yeah.
no one's streaming this one.
Oh. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Oopsie poopsie.
Well, we'll just remember to put that on there.
Timestamp? 5:30.
It's
53,
54
51.
minutes, roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So-
Back to the scans. That was a dumb little thing because it makes Poppy
Yeah, we
and
wanted
creepy kinda.
Yeah, and also it's, hey, X-Aid Writer, why are you just taking a character of Idolmaster?
I really like Idolmaster. Sue me.
Yeah,
Fucking sue me.
so, anyway, yeah, so the scans, the most important thing is that Best
Come.
Girl is getting
Best
a
Girl
rider
was
form.
Coming Kamen Rider.
Okay, what
was.
is this lore becoming? Because I don't think I was there when Best Girl
We were
was.
saying that since Gates is Best Boy, then has to be Best Girl.
Well, I mean, that doesn't make sense because Guys, Gates isn't best boy.
But he is best
Oh,
boy.
you're
I'm
outnumbered
recording
here,
t-
fucker.
I'm recording today, so
You can't stop us
you
this
can't
time.
stop us this time.
I'm
Anyway,
still editing this episode, though.
well,
God damn it.
Anyway,
Yeah, but we'll just still upload our own.
We'll
the
upload-
actual real
How did
audio.
you guys like
Pretty
my
cool.
ending for last week?
I hated it. How dare you?
Gates is best boy.
Yeah.
He's
Anyway,
an
so
angry, disgusting man.
So the thing about Kamen Rider is that his forms are Miride Watchers, or
Ride Watchers from the future.
Yeah, Ride Watchers from the future. Specifically,
Based
Ride
on-
Watchers based on riders we haven't seen yet because they're from the future. Now,
Riders who, according to the scans, their suits are just kind of reused older
they're
suits.
all repaints and retools.
Yeah,
of
like,
previous-
There's
the ninja
Kamen Rider
one.
Shinobi, there's Kamen Rider Quiz, and Kamen Rider... What the fuck's the third one called?
Kikai.
I always forget. Kikai.
If you think about Kikaida, you'll remember it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I don't think about Kikaida regularly.
so
Shinobi is just basically a ride player suit.
but it's
Shinobi's a ride
it's
player.
a really
but
fucking cool design, even if it is just a rework of the ride player suit. Quiz
Well,
is
those
Quiz
weird
is-
Forza monster guys are really cool, even though that one is just a retool of the next
yeah.
V3.
Quiz is Ghost mixed with another ride player suit.
Yeah.
And Kikai is actually a Guardian, head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though
I
it
mean, they
looks,
still look good.
though it
they
looks
all
more
look
like, to me, Kikai looked more like Gold Drive with a couple wrenches taped to the front,
Or-
but that's not what it is. It's a Guardian, which is interesting. So maybe if we look back at other Mook designs in Kamen Rider, maybe we'll be able to figure out what they will retool for Woz forms next.
Well, his final form is just a rework of the Masquerade.
An interesting.
Well, no, the retools aren't, Waz's forms. The retools are the riders themselves.
Oh, yeah. No, I meant that since the riders themselves we'd be able to figure out Waz's forms.
And Kamen Rider Waz, keeping with the watch motif, Kamen Rider Waz is a smartwatch.
Yeah.
And also kind of a TV. The belt says, futuring, which is, featuring, and it also says, projecting. But the thing about that word is that in Japanese, it's Toei.
projecting Toei.
So his belt says Toei, so Woz is the real John Toei.
I am John Toei. John was Toei.
So he wrote Zio.
I made it
Writer
so
of
that guys
Zio.
can
I
work.
really want to fuck my OC, Oma Zio, and I need to make sure this character becomes Oma Zio.
And
I have to make sure this twink becomes Bear.
then we see Toei announces Zio 2.
Zio 2 is I'm guessing his first upgrade. Because now they do.
No, I don't think it's gonna be his mid-season. I think.
No, it's his first upgrade, like Mighty
Like Sparkling.
Monsters. Yeah, Sparkling. Because that's the.
I think isn't Decade supposed to be his
Sparkling.
mid-season.
his
Yeah.
mid-season?
It's meant
Yeah.
to be Sparkling, I think.
No, it's supposed to be his
No,
mid-season.
no,
I remember.
Yeah,
No,
but
Decade Ride Watch. The Decade Ride Watch is supposed to be his mid-season.
Yeah, because
Wait, yeah.
either Decade is gonna be his mid-season or
Or
Zio
Zio-
2 is gonna be his mid-season.
Unless
One
Zio
of the
2
two.
is his Decade one. Do we have a picture of the Ride Watch or his upgrade thing? For Zio 2?
Yeah, the I think so. I think it's it just looks like a slightly different
Zio
Ride Watch. Yeah, that you insert from the other side.
Yeah. Zio 2. I wonder what happens if you buy 2 Zio Ride Watches and put them into both ends. Do you become Zio 2 automatically? But yeah,
And,
Zio 2.
and then we
it's just,
see
it's just
Gates-
Zio mirrored.
Gates' big new form, Gates Revive.
Because that kind of says that he's gonna die, I guess.
Well, I don't know, maybe it's just Ryuki survive.
But no, it's not survive, it's
As in,
revive.
no, I know, I'm just saying, maybe they just picked that word because it's a cool word we don't know yet.
But
it's like
Revive
a
has like
hourglass.
2 modes or something because it's like an hourglass.
Yeah, he flips it.
And then we also got like more leaks of fucking
Other watches.
yes, we got Final Form ride watches. We got
Like Muteki.
we got Final Form ride watches all from
All of
extreme
them.
all from extreme to
No. Not
No.
from
All of
Extreme. They're doing ones for
Mighty.
they're doing ones
Or
from
Rising.
but I'm talking about the
Ultimate.
ones that they showed.
Oh, that they only show from Extreme onwards.
They only showed from extreme
to Genius.
to
Huh.
Genius. Yeah. They didn't. I know there are going to be the ones that go all the way back to Ultimate, but they've only those scans only
Oh, yeah,
showed
it
the
is
ride
from-
watches
Yeah.
for
so
that only physically showed the ride watches from Double Extreme to build Genius.
yeah, and Patoranger is there instead of Tajador or Super Tatoba, so Patoranger is once again the final
It's
form.
definitive final form.
Because it's the strongest. And Tajador is only the strongest when AJ and Ankh make out.
Tajador is only the strongest one when it's Ankh's metal.
Yeah.
The BF power.
This is the power of the gaze.
Yeah.
Did somebody say my name? No.
No, Gates, get out of here. Oh,
No, not Gates. The gaze.
Gaze. And he just walks off screen sadly. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
And that's about all the scans showed in terms of important stuff.
We've also gotten a couple leaks since the last podcast of some more another
Episode
writers. Like we saw
names.
another Gaim.
Oh, yeah, another guy.
Yeah.
We saw shots of him. Another guy.
and we have
And they also
We've
showed
seen
a
shots
set.
of Gaim armor as well, and it looks super dumb because the
It has, like,
fucking
giant
the shoulders
orange shields.
literally are holding morts. Or
But
holding
no, they
more
also
die
showed
motors.
us.
Sword.
They also showed a set where it's all a crowd in front of a Baron sign.
Oh yeah, and you see a bunch of dudes in Team Baron uniforms too.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, we gonna have more dance battles?
Please,
It's
just
tight. Are we gonna show
Kusaka
fucking?
Kobayashi.
Please get back Yutaka
Like that?
Kobayashi.
Please bring us our Bumble King.
Bring us our
Come on!
beautiful,
Come on!
our beautiful Bumble King boy, and then
You
have
can't
him
kick the soccer ball.
our beautiful Bumble King, and then wasn't
They-
the whole
he just-
wasn't the outcome of the final fight between them because he's a Bumble King? Because like he misstepped and like looked like Gaim stabbed him or something,
Yeah.
and they just said fuck it, we'll roll with that.
Really? That's what actually happened?
I think so.
Wait,
That's
but
great.
was he? But he wasn't.
I
He
think he was supposed to-
transformed?
No, what? Yeah.
He was,
No, but the actor.
he's not
fucked
the
up again.
suit actor though.
Oh, that's right.
But still, in the end, the character's a Bumble King.
Oh, never
Yeah.
mind.
Well, what I wanted to say is we've had a couple episode names that have been given, which implies that the arc
Episode
after the
7?
Wizard arc is going to be either one episode Dan focused or another combination arc like the Fives Forze one, but with O's and Dan
Paul.
Caruso. Because the
Dan
upcoming
Caruso.
episode names are Rider Chronicle 2016 and Time Judged All 2011.
Well, you know, we did get those footage leaks of Gates Genmu fighting another O's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Wait,
probably
no,
how
they,
that's gonna
did they
go.
even say another O's is gonna show up? Because they said
That's
that.
the footage leaks.
I don't.
You
I
don't
don't
remember
remember
like a
seeing that. I don't
couple
remember seeing that.
ago? You don't remember a couple leaks ago, like somebody like recorded on like their phone, like footage from the set of
No, I don't
Gates?
remember that.
What?
I, don't-
Does anyone else remember that?
I remember him fighting someone, but I don't remember it being
Rose,
another.
Sana?
Oh god, yeah, it was. I think it was Gates Armor fighting another O's.
I don't remember it fighting another O's.
No, it was
But
another O's. We were looking at it. We were like, man, look at how sexy another O's is. I remember that.
Because I remember
Yeah.
them. Because I remember somebody saying that he was just gonna be handed another O's without a really plot.
No. No, it's not. They
I mean,
don't get O's
He
armor.
almost red washed.
No,
Yeah.
well, it looks like that's not going to be the case because
No, I'm talking about
no, I
Gate-
mean them being handed.
Gates Genmu is fighting another O's.
Yeah. What I'm saying is it doesn't seem like they're just going to be handed to the O's watch.
Yeah.
But it's not very clear yet. But we'll see. That's next week or in 3 weeks.
We'll see
Okay.
at the end of the Wizard arc, I guess. And we'll see if any of the O's boys are returning.
Well, it's gonna be like they're about to meet another legendary writer. No, instead it just shows the
Gates!
it just shows the continue pipe. It does the da 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 da.
Yeah!
Then out pops Dan.
Leaks say Dan is now in charge of the Dan Foundation.
The Down Foundation.
The Down Foundation, a foundation created just for Dan.
So is that a
And it-
competitor to
what
the
do you-
Kogami Foundation, or did he buy the
Yes.
Kogami Foundation?
He bought the Kogami Foundation, and you just see he walks in, and it's just like a bunch of cakes that are all like perfectly sculpted to look like him with his arms outstretched.
No, and there's also like,
With the-
happy birthday, Genmu. Every day is Genmu's birthday.
I hope they
Every
can
day
get
is my
Kogami
birthday.
back.
I also want them to get Kogami back.
Kogami is now Dan.
Oh,
No, oh my god!
They just all meld together.
You cannot do this. This
You
is
can.
too much.
oh my
It's
god,
too much.
no!
They're the
No!
same person now.
No!
He says happy birthday. to
Yeah,
people
and
on
there was
Twitter.
that thing from some show recently of Dase's actor carrying him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
And
he kept doing that with the rest of the cast of O's while O's being filmed, but he never did it with Kagami's actor. So they were like, "You should do it. You should pick him up
do
as
it
well."
Kogami.
So
also
he's like, can we do
Dan's
this thing?
actor on Twitter suspiciously added something to his name where it says / question mark question mark question mark.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, what does
what's
that mean, Tetsuya Iwanaga?
Does that mean a new role or does that mean what?
Are you legally changing your name to Dan
To Dan
Kuroto?
Kuroto? It's my middle name now.
What if they just put him into a Sentai?
Oh my god.
You mean Dan or the
Oh
actor?
yeah.
The actor.
Sentai. Okay. Big news on the Sentai front.
Right!
Oh, yeah.
Before we
We
talk
got
about
the
Lupat.
We got the leak of the name of the next Sentai, which is Super Sentai Dragon Knight.
Shut up.
Basically.
It's basically that. It's like Night Sentai. It's like Night Dragon.
Kishiri
Drag-
Sentai.
It's Dragon Knight Sentai.
Kishiryu
Ryu
Dragon
Soldier.
Knight. Kishiryu
Ryu-
Sentai.
Ryu Soldier.
It's
Ryo
Kamen Rider
Soja.
Dragon Knight.
So it's
Two.
based.
Kamen Rider.
Dragon Knight!
They're gonna get
Dragon Knight 2!
They're gonna get the actor for Kit back.
Oh
They're
my
gonna get
god.
They're gonna
Wait!
get.
Wasn't there like that thing a while ago where one of the Dragon Knight actors was like, "Hey, we have an announcement for you, Kamen Rider fans," and
That
nothing
was-
ever came of it?
Yeah, nothing ever came of
Was
it.
it this?
No,
Are
it
you
couldn't be. That was like
No.
a year ago.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either. That was like a year ago.
I mean, if it really is this kind of thing, then they'd have to.
I don't
They're gonna
believe
get back
That's
Kid.
not possible.
It turns out this entire Super Sentai is just a fucking sequel to Dragon Knight.
That would actually be kind of cool.
It's
Honestly,
like
that'd be
it's
really
made out of
weird.
we get the first preview for it, and it's like aliens
Shut
from the world of Ventana.
It's like,
What?
and then it just starts coming right in Dragon Knight. Cause we can fight.
No,
Let's ride.
guys, that wasn't the opening in Japan. It wasn't.
I haven't seen the opening in Japanese,
The
but I don't
opening-
care.
Hang
I
on.
hate the opening to Dragon Knight so much, but I love it also.
The
It's so
opening
terrible but so great. It's
The
perfect.
opening was dive into the mirror by Death Spiral in Japan dubbed Dragon Knight.
But Rose, together we can
Death
fight
Spiral
the fight.
died.
That's right.
No!
We can fight the fight!
No!
That's right!
It wouldn't even work because it's not Rider anymore, it's
Let's
Sentai!
ride! So let's Sentai!
Super Sentai Dragon Knight.
Together we can fight the fight, so let's Sentai!
Hate this. So, all we know is the name so far, so we have no idea.
We have nothing else, so literally nothing we can really talk about.
Besides Dragon Knight jokes, yeah. So,
Yeah, Dragon Knight.
Lupat, there's
Lupat
apparently upgrades coming up, but we've already discussed that, I think.
We did last week.
So,
Trains.
the actual thing is, so the upgrade for Team Lupin is literally, Kairi has another gun now. He has two guns.
I have a bigger gun.
Yeah, the Lupin Magnum.
Kyrie 2 guns, they call him.
Yeah, and the Lupin Magnum is actually great. Like, it's super fucking cool.
My name's Keiichiro One Gun. On account of my one gun, what do they call you? Call me.
I'm Kyrie 2 gun.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, Lupin Red kisses his gun a lot. And the gun can turn into an autonomous mech.
Yeah.
The gun
But yeah, the Magnum
doesn't the gun also turn into like the mech
Big
bases? The mecha base?
No.
So they don't have to use Wasn't there like a leak like some while ago?
God, I don't
maybe,
remember.
I don't remember.
Maybe.
But basically, the big thing is that he has a really powerful gun. It's really powerful against living things.
He has.
It's really powerful.
He better take it with him.
Yeah.
It's really powerful, especially against living things.
The way he got it,
But what about you, Kyrie? It's okay. I have this.
Yeah. So in the episode where he got it, which was a couple weeks ago now, there were a bunch of traps leading up to it, and the last one puts you in an illusion with the person that matters most to you or something. And
you gotta fucking shoot him.
So Toma had, of course, his fiance. And Umika had her best friend / maybe girlfriend.
Nobody knows what Noel was.
Kyrie had his brother, and Kyrie was the only one who's actually able to bring himself to shoot the
I really
image.
liked that scene because his brother's like, "This, you're better than this. Lay it on path of light."
And Kyrie's like, I'm literally not better than this.
He's like, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I actually really like being a thief.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? I like being a nasty crime boy. Yeah. He's like, do crimes, shoot my brother, that's my life now. Noel.
Blat.
Noel had already failed to.
But we don't know who
pass
the most important
thing.
person was.
We have no idea what Noel saw. I'm going to continue to claim that Noel saw himself.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Because I don't know.
I can't shoot myself. He's too beautiful.
Yeah.
Isn't your theory that Noel's actually dead and he wants to revive himself, and that my theory is that Noel is not dead and he wants to use it to make a second of himself?
Oh yeah, there are two of us. Oh wow, my own clone. Now neither of us
will be virgin.
Oh my god, two Noels. No.
Double the flipping action.
No.
X nice. Keisatsu exchange! Kaito exchange!
There's been two. So he could be Lupin X and Patron X at the same time, and so that's why I'm worried.
I still want my Gold Silver Ranger.
That's why I'm
movie
worried.
Where
Gemini.
The Kyoryu's use where Kyoryu Gold and Silver use the one Judenchi that splits you into multiples so that he can be both gold and silver.
Well, I'm worried that there'll be the two Noel thing literally because they would maybe use that as an opportunity to have both Patron X and Lupin X at the same time, and I'm worried about that because I don't think I can handle two Noel.
It'll be one episode where he's two, and then it's like, then Rose will die.
Oh yeah!
Oh, twice!
Speaking of multiples, the most recent episode had everyone being split into three. Not everyone, but like a ton of random characters.
That was the monster's ability.
Also, Kagure. That's interesting because it seems Kagure is actually kind of maybe feels bad for what he's getting the Lupinrangers to do now. Like, maybe he's feeling a little guilty about it. They don't
Because he's gotta
outright
know them better.
say... They don't outright say that he was deceiving them about the wish, but, like, it's possible this might lead up to him being like, man, I feel really guilty now for deceiving you this whole time. The wish thing might not actually be true. I feel like that might be where this is going, and I would be really upset if it
Kinda
is...
same. It's like,
I'm not,
kind of
like,
just...
I'll be fine that it's a plot thing, but it'll make me sad.
But it'll be sad, yeah. It's like, listen, guys, there never was a witch. We just needed to get all these back. And then we'll find out the actual villain was the fucking ancestor of Arsène Lupin. And then everybody will be sad, and then I'll cry.
Or we'll find out that, like, oh, the wish was not true, but one of the Lupin collection grants you a wish.
But it only lets one person come back.
And then Kyrie's like, man, fuck my brother, I'm nasty crime boy now.
Yeah,
And then
I like being this.
They give it to
You have to wait
give
a
it to
whole year.
Noel!
Like, when you get all the Lupin collection,
bring back.
when you get all the
Not
Lupin
the
collection,
jokes we
you
keep
get a
saying.
wish. But then once you...
Only one of them can wish, and then it becomes Ryuki 2.
Oh no! It's time for the Sentai Ride War.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that every time you do a wish on the Lupin collection, they spread across the globe, and you have to find them, like the Dragon Balls.
And not like the icons, because the icons only spread like in fucking like mile radius around the
5
fucking
mile radius.
thing. So you can literally just go and pick them up and do it again immediately, and yet for some reason
Which
they
is
don't.
so stupid. They don't do it. It's so stupid. I hate Skos so much. No, did I just say Skos?
Fuck! Did you just say Skos?
Oh god, Alt's gotten to you.
God damn it, Skos!
Alt!
Fuck
Damn
you.
you and your inability to be here for these early podcasts!
Anyway, yeah, that was the newest episode. It was fun. Although one thing that's been kind of upsetting is that Paddle have been barely getting anything.
Yeah, that's annoying. It seems it's more like Lupinranger featuring Patoranger, which is a shame because I really love Keiichiro, but like he's kind of not been getting.
But the next
enough
episode will
focus.
be Paddle Ranger focused.
Yeah.
Because Keiichiro's gonna get.
Keiichiro's gonna get the Keiichiro calming shirt.
Yeah. I was gonna say Keiichiro's gonna get all lewd, but I meant like fluid, like.
Yeah, it's literally like we were joking about the Gates calming shirt, and then the next Lupin Flat episode is like, Keiichiro's been given this thing that keeps him calm. What is that sound?
That's the Fi's phone's ringtone,
Oh.
if I remember right.
So, while Zed is muted, I want to bring up something because it means Zed can't stop me from talking about this. I can finally talk about something Utsumi related. So let's talk about Gridman. Because the
I haven't
Gridman
watched
anime
Gridman, but
started.
I'll let you guys go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeet.
so have you seen Gridman, Saraku?
Nope.
Well, I want to talk about Gridman, so I'm gonna fucking talk about Gridman. So I've never
ahead.
I've never seen the original show. I'm just going into the anime like knowing like, oh yeah, this is by Tsuburaya. It's similar to Ultraman in some ways, but it was in a digital world.
You have
in
watched
the original.
Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
No, I haven't.
Oh, you weren't with us when we watched
No,
that?
I wasn't.
Oh, I'm sorry then.
So yeah, I don't know much about this. So what I do know is what the anime is, which is so there's this kid. His name is Yuta Hibiki, and he has amnesia. And he finds out what his name is from this tsundere girl whose house he woke up in, and she doesn't believe he has amnesia because she's a tsundere girl and she's being kind of a dick to him. But I like her. I don't remember what her name is, but I like her.
Shit, you're talking about Gridman.
Yeah, I'm talking about Gridman. Sorry. And so
I watched Gridman too.
Yuta Hibiki. Sorry, I almost said Yuto Sakurai because I think about Yuto every goddamn day and I cry.
Same.
But anyway,
Cry that
so-
he can't come back to.
Yuta Hibiki he's the one who becomes Gridman, but of course Gridman is a separate entity. It's more like in the Ultraman seasons where there's like a host and then also the Ultraman instead of there just being a human form of the Ultraman.
Yeah, Ultraman.
And Gridman is... Yeah, OG Gridman also did that, I think. And so did Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad, from what I understand.
Amazing.
Did it? Or did it not?
I didn't watch Superhuman.
Okay, apparently it didn't. I don't know. I haven't watched Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. So...
That sounds like that'd be a good name for a show, Superhuman.
So there's a old ass computer in the junk shop that the Tsundere girl's mother runs, and that's where Gridman lives.
Shows up.
So
He talks to Yuto.
Yeah, Yuto has to
Yuto.
enter the computer to become Gridman, but then he gets turned into Big Gridman in the real world, which it's not quite clear how exactly that happens, but I imagine they'll probably explain that because there's been a lot of focus in the first episode on how they don't really understand what the hell's going on, so obviously there's going to be an actual explanation of what's going on. Yeah, real world. I'm gonna bring up in a moment. So of course, Yuto's the main character, and then there's two other characters who one was just his classmate, Tsundere girl, who hadn't talked to him much beforehand, and one is his friend from before he had amnesia, whose name is Utsumi, and he's also a Megane. And every single time they said his name, I felt like I was getting punched in the face and yet being surprised by it every single time. I don't know how to handle it. I don't know how I'll handle it for the whole show. Because it's only been one episode and it's already a problem. And I'm not sure how I'm going to talk about it when I struggle to bring up Itsumi without thinking about Mad Rogue, but I'm gonna do my best. I felt like I was being fucking haunted when it first came up.
Yeah.
I said as much in the Discord. I got up and left the room for a bit because I had to compose myself because I couldn't deal with it.
That a Megane man named Nutsumi.
He was just there. Yeah, it's just like, hey, deal with it. So he's a huge Ultra nerd, and he and Tsundere Girl are like the mission control help for Gridman / Yuta, and of course a lot of the first episode is just set up of like who the characters are. It kind of introduced / hinted at a couple of the other main cast, but I don't remember their names. There was a purple girl, I think, but I barely remember about her because we didn't see much of her.
Will she get Boar or Vor?
Huh?
There was a joke where like one of the machines in Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad is named Boar because it's two drills. The problem is the terrible audio made the B sound like a V.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's Vor.
Oh no. So I don't know about that, but in the end,
here comes Vor.
A fucking kaiju appears in the real world after Yuta's been seeing it inactive for the whole day. No one else could see it, but he could. And then it shows up, fucking burns down most of the town, destroys the school, Gridman kills it, and then the next day, everyone's acting like nothing happened, and the school is back to normal. It appears Yuta, Utsumi, and Tsundere Girl are the only ones who remember. What the fuck is happening? I don't know.
Code Lyoko! No, I'm kidding.
Well, Code Lyoko, they actively have to, like...
The explanation of why that happens, because they have a time button of, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
shit's real bad, we hit the button and go back.
I don't know. I've watched only a couple episodes of Code Lyoko, but I don't really like that button thing as a concept. Because it feels it would reset... It feels like it probably resets a lot of side characters.
Side characters?
It resets a lot of side characters who aren't involved in the Lyoko business's character development when they actually find out about stuff and then immediately goes back to,
whenever they
but
press
they
the
don't
button,
know.
whenever they press the button and reset everything, it's usually because like shit's about to go super wrong. Like, oh no, the whole town's about to get fucking flooded.
Oh no, there's a giant orbital laser.
Oh no, people are literally dying.
Yeah.
There's a laughing
again,
gas that won't stop.
Again, I only saw a couple episodes, so I'm just saying the reason why I didn't watch any more
Xana monsters are in the real
was
world.
because of my
What?
disdain for the
Why
reset.
are you guys
Rose is not wrong in that it does take away some.
We're talking
does
about
take
Code
away,
Lyoko
but
now
that's-
because
why are you guys talking about Code Lyoko?
because you're talking about how the end of the Gridman episode.
The Gridman episode, nobody except the main characters remember anything.
I just was wanting to say Rose is technically right. There are some character developments that kind of have to get reset because of this, and it sucks.
Code Lyoko was weird. Did you guys know they made a live action Code Lyoko?
It's a sequel, yeah. And it had like.
Yeah,
like,
it's the third.
It's not all live action.
Does
either.
that count as tokusatsu?
No, it doesn't, because the real life parts are just the real world parts. The live action parts are just the real life parts, and the part where they go into Lyoko is still
CG.
And there's
CG.
also books. Like, I don't know why Code Lyoko has this like weird like.
It's
Because
a
it's
very
French.
popular French show.
Fucking French people.
Like it's popular even in Japan.
Zed gets racist.
What?
Anyway, I said Zed
Rose
gets
is
racist.
Rose is British. Rose is the only one who's supposed to be able to shit on French people here, right? Isn't that British stereotype that you all hate the
I
French?
guess Eiffel Tower. Yeah, that's why I hate Noelle and Enter so much.
Don't you love Enter?
have
the joke.
I have a love-hate relationship with Enter where every time he says anything in French, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Enter.
Oui, go Buster.
I'm gonna fucking...
Go Busters, my piece.
I hate it. I hate it.
Buster.
I hope Blaze talks in bad French too. Oh yeah, so
Eiffel Tower.
we can actually talk about Beast Morphers news.
Beast Morphers, because we could talk about Beast Morphers news because it exists.
So
there's
we've
news
seen
to be
some
discussed.
stuff. First of all, the transformation call is not Unleash the Beast. It is
Power Ranger Beast Morpher.
It is hang on. It is activate Beast Power. It's Morphin Time. Activate Beast Power, which sucks ass.
No, not Morphing Power.
No, fuck! No. Why does it say it's morphing time?
No, they
well,
say
actually, I think it's fine here.
No,
it's fine
they
here,
say it. Not the thing.
I still think it's fine
like,
here.
it's fine
No,
if they say it. Because
Here's the thing, it's from Power Rangers, which, like...
No, it's because it's Go Busters.
Go
That's why I think it's fine.
Yeah, then the Go Busters got that from Power Rangers, because guess what? It's
yes, I know.
It's from Mighty
Yeah,
Morphin.
I know where it's from. I watched Mighty Morphin, and I'm tired of Power Rangers pandering to Mighty Morphin.
So is saying that the Morpher...
Oh, the Morpher does still say it's morphing time?
Oh, does it? Still?
It's morphing time.
Because
okay, that's.
I mean,
wait, hang on, everybody, stop, and let's take this back to step one. What do they say?
The Go Busters?
Unleash the Beast.
No, not Go Busters.
Beast Morphers.
What do they
there
say?
Is a clip of it. There is a clip of it. If someone else who isn't recording can check if they're the one saying it's morphing time or not.
Well, we got our man in the chair.
It's gonna be great for the fucking podcast.
That's why she said.
I didn't.
They did say it's morphing time.
I didn't hear
they
that.
say it. Okay.
They say
it's morphing time.
Then I hate it.
Yeah,
I hate it.
It's a reference to Go Busters.
I'm tired. No, it's not a reference to Go Busters. It's a reference in this context. It's a reference to Mighty Morphing, and I hate of these references to. No,
calm down.
I get so
it's
pissed off
in
because
Go Busters, so it's fine here. It's in
not
Go
fine.
Busters. It is
It is.
fine.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret.
I know
We
it's
did
probably
Go
got to
Busters.
do with more
Here's
with.
the thing. It's
Wait,
not
what?
clear whether this is.
I'm
they're
gonna let
doing...
you in. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. I hate it in Go Busters too.
Oh.
Oh no, it's
Aw.
cool in Go Busters.
Because they say it's morphin time.
It's
No,
And it's a
I
reference to their American counterpart.
It's
No,
cool.
I'm sick and tired of everyone making references to Mighty Morphin. I want Mighty Morphin to be erased from existence at this point now.
But then that means Power Rangers wouldn't exist.
Well, here's the thing. They did say, like, I think in Zeo, I think they even said it's Morphin time.
Yeah, in Zeo they say it's Morphin time, and that's cool, but it's
And then it's like when
from
they hit
Turbo
Turbo.
onward. From Turbo onward, they came up with new stuff to say.
I think it's fine.
Rangers also said it's Morphin
Yeah,
time.
I think it's
Even-
fine
even
as long
the
as they
other-
don't have anything.
Even the other Neo Saban ones, they say it's Morphin time, but then they say
As long
something
as
else.
that's the it. As long as the opening's not Go Power
Yeah.
Ranger.
As long as that's the only thing, I think it'll be fine. Because then it could just be like, well, that's Go Busters as well.
Yeah.
Now the more important thing we have to talk about in regards to Beast Morphers is the fact that Blaze, Enter's counterpart, and Roxy,
Yeah.
Escape's counterpart, seem to have what is Darkbuster's Morphin Brace on their arms in the
Yes.
or in the
Darkbuster,
filming
who
footage
doesn't
we've
use his Morphin
seen.
Brace to transform, but does have it on his.
Yeah. So that's an interesting thing. Will they use it to transform into their monster forms, which will probably start
Because one
out as
of the early
original
things
ones?
they said was that they're like originally Beast Morphers.
I don't know
right?
if they outright said that or if that's just been a common rumor about where the plot is, but it would make sense if Blaze and Roxy were originally Beast Morphers, particularly Red and Yellow, who got like turned into cyborgs by totally not evolved.
Totally not. Is
Yeah, I know what his name is. I'm going to keep calling him Evolt.
there actually something you want to talk about in Final Fantasy XIV?
Yeah, well, you can talk about that later, because...
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
So, that would make sense, especially since the outfits we've seen for Blaze and Roxy, while I'm not personally a fan of either of those, Roxy's is yellow and Blaze's is red, which...
Yeah.
Darkbuster's red.
Darkbuster is red. Escape had no Ranger form in Go Busters. If they give Roxy a female
Original.
version of Darkbuster, I'm gonna nut.
Same.
Even if
Same.
it's not well written, it's still gonna be a good design because they get Plex to do the original Ranger
And
design.
it'll be like a dark yellow, dark buster.
The original Ranger designs that actually in the shows, great. The weird ones they make up for the comics or for Hyperforce, they're hit and miss.
The
don't know why the hyper-
what's the name of the new one? The Star one?
The
Nebula or something?
Nebula Ranger.
Yeah, that one's cool.
That
Yeah.
one's all right. It looks like a weird knockoff Q Ranger, but it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just a fan of like the star pattern fabric. Like that's
Same.
why I love
I'm
Meteor
always
so
a fan of that.
much.
Same.
Well, that's
yeah.
why I said hit and miss, because
That's-
the Hyperforce Rangers are all right, except the Hyperforce Green, which just
Hyperforce-
kind of looks eh.
I'm trying to think, like, is there anything other original designs they've made for comics and stuff?
For comics,
Like Hyperforce or stuff like that?
Well,
I
there are
can't
a
think of
couple,
any.
but-
but Draken
Count
is a
Draken-
solid ass design.
Mm,
Did you say Count? Did you say
Count Draken.
Count Dracula.
Go
Moving
away,
Moving on. Moving on.
We're not
I am
talking about Mask
sandbagging
Rider.
the fuck out of this. I was trying desperately to avoid anyone saying the name, Rose. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Go.
Anyway.
Anyway,
already
that's about it for... Did you talk about the Ninja Steel episodes you watched?
No.
Yes.
Nothing happened.
I do want to talk
Fuck.
about one because I'm really annoyed by the most recent one.
Yeah, the most recent one with the moral of don't remember that part-time jobs exist.
Don't remember that part-time jobs,
I didn't watch
trade
it.
schools, or apprenticeships exist.
What the fuck? Explain. Please, I
Okay,
didn't watch that.
so-
Okay.
the Yellow Ranger, he's like, oh, my big dream is to be a mechanic, so he leaves school
Because
and
a
goes.
guy offered him a job as a mechanic at the start of the episode. Then he's like, "Oh well, I can leave school now because I got my dream job as a mechanic." And they're like, and then like at the and then it's like, "Oh no, one of the Zords got damaged. We need to repair it." He's like, "Oh, I'm a mechanic now. I'll fix it."
I'm
and
a
then it turns
mechanic.
out
I can fix it.
he
Oh,
doesn't-
it's a fucking alien technology that I would have no idea how
So
to fix.
Mick does it, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm not such a good mechanic after all. I should go back to school because Mick said he got to be like this good because he's focused
Because
on
he went to school. Alien school.
Alien
It's
school because
you know
Mick is
what
an
it seems like? It seems like
alien.
you know what it seems like? It seems like they forgot that Mick and whatever the fuck the Red Ranger's name is were aliens.
They seem to forget that Mick is an alien quite a bit. Like, you know, because he's like, "Oh yeah, I stayed in school." How? First of all, how long were you like in servitude to Galvanax on a ship at the beginning? Because you still were to begin with. Second of all, why would school and space be completely the same school system as on Earth? And third of all,
Did you not have part-time jobs in space?
yeah,
You could still
And
go
so
to your
he
new.
quit. And so he quits his job rather than going, "Hey, can I have part-time so I could go to fucking school?"
yeah,
And
they don't. They also.
that-
Oh
don't
yeah,
bring
and
up,
the
like,
other one
trade
with
schools
the
and things.
the girl.
Yeah, I was about to say, did we talk about the girl
No, we
where
didn't.
it was like, "Oh no, you
There was
should."
another episode where there's a girl and she's like, I want to get ninja training, and like she does actually like half decent. Like she could, there's room for improvement, but the potential is there.
She
but
beats
they're like,
some of the mooks and then actually deflects an attack from one of the main villains.
she
Like, it breaks her
actually
sword.
deflects an attack that breaks her sword, but
But
her
she
sword is made
deflected
of
it.
wood, but she deflected it.
And then they're like,
Whoa.
"No, you have to stop doing this. You're
have
you're
to
good with
stop."
computers, so you can be a computer ninja, but you can't be a real ninja
No,
like
what?
us."
Shut up!
And then yeah, because they get
Shut
her
up!
to
You have a Mito Ninja suit.
Mito Ninja's
Cam from Ninja
right
Storm
there.
just walks by. Hey guys, what's up?
Make
Mito
more
Ninja-
just get a the
Mito
Ninja
Ninja
suit and
is
get
right
original
there.
footage.
Mito Ninja is literally right there. It's already a
Call
female
Toei
suit.
up and say, "Hey, can we use the Mito Ninja suit for a bunch of original footage?" And they go, "Sure."
I don't know what Mito Ninja.
It's
Mito Ninja
Green
Green.
Ninja. It's from V Cinema.
Yeah, from the VCM, and her helmet is a repaint of the Aka Ninja helmet. So you could explain it as like she's learning from him. So like she
Has the
synchronizes
same
with
thing.
his ninja energy or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, but nah, that's too hard. So let's just have.
No.
That's too hard.
Just have her throw her to the side.
You expect us to write 4 boys and 3 girls?
And of course,
That's too much.
she doesn't reappear in this episode. So I guess they probably just forgot about her. Because I do not want to give Ninja Steel any slack. Because why would I?
Hey, somebody who watched Dino Charge, tell me, did all 10 of the Rangers transform at one point?
Did anyone here watch it?
No.
I don't think so. Because
I just looked
Kyoryuger
up-
had that badass moment of all 10 Kyoryugers transforming.
I just looked up Mito Ninja, and wow, she's cute.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She's the reason her thing is the reason her helmet is repaint of Aka Ninjas is because she's like from the rival clan to Aka Ninja's clan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the girls in Ninja are cute.
Yes,
So,
they are.
That's Ninja Steel.
There's that thing where they become an anime, where they have the power to become anime.
That's Ninja Steel.
And everybody was
Ninja.
disappointed.
And everyone and all the potential was wasted.
And then what's their faces farted. The end.
It's us. We're the fart boys. Look at us fill up our diapers.
Oh yeah, and they did the fart things, and then Victor Monty had the thing where
with lightning powers or whatever.
Yeah, that was really stupid because it was like
Then
they were
became
being punished for
shades.
doing literally nothing wrong by the show. Like in this episode, in the most recent episode, they literally didn't do anything wrong.
Like
Victor
Victor just gets lightning powers,
because he
and
got
then
shocked by the monster, and then
then
he's
a
like, "Oh, I can be a
and then
superhero
G-
now."
No, and then a G-man shows up and says, "Hey, there's a crisis. We need you to restore power to the city with your lightning powers." And he does it and succeeds. The only thing is, when he does it, he loses all of his lightning powers.
And then
And
the dude is just like, look over there.
Look over there, and pisses
runs
off
away.
and gives him no, like,
Doesn't even get a medal or
not
anything.
even a thank you or anything. You fucking saved the city.
Now, I understand they're meant to be comedic relief characters, but the problem with Victor and Monty is that none of the comedic relief scenes for them makes any kind of logical sense.
Or really
Even
fit into
where it
what's
has
going
to
on.
have a
Even for like comedy structure or anything, like it doesn't make sense.
If you want this, and I hate having to bring them up every time because I know that's what they're trying to do with these characters. Bulk and Skull.
Yeah.
Made sense.
They're trying to be Bulk and Skull, but don't know how Bulk and Skull
The
works.
theme is literally just Bulk and
Their
Skull's
theme is
theme, but with a
literally
few
a
different
remix
notes.
of Bulk and Skull.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. But can we stop? Let's stop talking about Ninja Steel.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
stop
stop
talking about Ninja
now.
Steel forever.
Yes.
Or at least until the next week's episode.
Yeah.
I fucking
Well-
hate Epsilon for making us watch this.
I'm glad that she always does it while I'm at work.
At the
so I don't have to
very
watch it.
least, it's a good segment for the podcast.
Yeah, how
Because
has
I can feel
Ninja
myself
Steel-
dying every time I think
There's
How
about it.
has
one-
Ninja Steel blighted?
There's
Rose
one
and
more thing I
Draku
want to
this
talk
week.
about Toku-wise before we move on to non-Toku things, and I want to talk about Rogue 3 because it just got subbed. We
Oh,
aren't
yeah,
going
I
to talk
haven't
about
seen it.
Prime Rogue yet because that hasn't been subbed yet, and I haven't seen the full Raws even. But I want to talk about Rogue 3 and how it disappointed me. Because I watched it when the Raws came out. I was like, okay, interesting. It is mostly just edgy shit like Rogue 2, but maybe there's something going on here because it sounds like a conversation that Utsumi and Gintoku are having near the end is actually pretty significant. No, turns out, I'm guessing Muto Shogo didn't have as much involvement with this one and couldn't direct the dude who was actually writing it as well as with Rogue Episode 1 and 7 Best Matches, because this was pretty inaccurate in how Gentoku's character was at that point, because like before he goes into the murder dungeon thing, he's like, oh yeah, I was saved by two of my other subordinates from Faust, so I'm sorry, Utsumi, I've done some terrible things to you. And there's like a flashback to him getting shot. You get that flashback a lot because that's the main thing Utsumi's upset over. And then when the Hell Bros come in,
Did I
you're
say
actually...
that's Mutsumi's?
I don't...
Oh my god, I just combined Mutsuki and Utsumi to create the
Please.
biggest shit baby ever.
Please,
I'm sorry.
I want to talk about how Rogue 3 blighted me. So,
Alright,
they
go
have
ahead.
the Hell Bros, which,
gonna
as
put
I
that in my back
suspected, would be the two Faust guys, and that they would die. One, to avoid having any questions about why their characters aren't in the actual show, and two, because they need a reason for Gentoku's hazard level to go up, and I figured it would be that he would defeat them, and then they would turn back, and he would find out as they were dying that it was the Faust guys. But it turns out that no, actually... turns out Utsumi figures out who they are beforehand and yells to Gentoku like, to fucking stop. They're your subordinates. If you defeat them, they'll die. And Gentoku's like, man, I don't give a shit. Do you think I gave a shit? I was lying to you when I apologized to you. It was just because I thought it would be useful at the time. But killing them would probably raise my hazard level. But it's like, Gentoku isn't like that after he becomes a Kamen Rider, because the fucking effect of Pandora's Light is gone at that point. He wouldn't be like that.
That sounds like Edge for the sake of it.
Yeah, it's unnecessary.
Which
Also,
you know me. You know I love Edge.
Yeah.
I hate Edge for the sake of it.
especially when you're taking a character who isn't like that and doing that with it when you could actually have something interesting going on there.
When something is edgy, but it has like proper motivation or something,
Because
like it's fucking crack for me.
Because
But
everyone knows I really like Utsumi and Gentoku's character dynamic and how it evolves throughout build.
of Gentoku tries to,
Yeah.
turn Utsumi to the side of good, and Utsumi literally tries to almost comes just short of spelling out that if there is anyone who cannot turn Utsumi to the side of good, it's Gentoku.
Yeah, like well that partially, but just like on the whole, it's really interesting to me. And so I was hoping that Rogue 3 would give a little more insight into that, but it didn't, because it was completely inaccurate, so I guess I'm just going to discard it as being non-canon, because there's no way to make it make sense in canon. Not just because of the mischaracterization, but also because Gentoku apparently goes from hazard level 3.5 to like over 4 in an evening. Which,
Nice.
I don't know if Ryuga could do that. And Ryuga is explicitly
Ryuga
a
is
fucking
explicit...
evolved. So that's
Yeah.
why it goes up so fast. Even when you're in a big murder dungeon, which is gonna have, like, huge emotional response shit, you're still not gonna have your hazard level go up that fast. And the one last
You're not gonna have your
problem...
level go up that fast unless you're Utsumi slapping on the Evolve driver.
And getting
And
fucking
just getting
blasted
a
with
face
the Evolve...
full of gas.
Yeah,
Oh, the evil gas.
The Evolve...
Evil
The
spark gas.
Evolges, yeah. Don't worry about it. Anyway.
Bulk jizz.
Yeah. And last problem is we still have no explanation of where the crocodile crack bottle came from.
It just shows up.
Nifty.
Stork just brings it in with the splash driver. I was hoping they would explain because the splash drive was empty in Rogue 2, which I figured was a pretty good indication that it hadn't been made yet, so I was hoping Rogue 3 would address it being made, but no time for that. Instead, we gotta have Gentoku being completely inaccurate character-wise.
Yep.
God
Well,
damn
at
it.
least we still have Rogue 4 to look forward to.
No, we don't.
Yeah, it's called Hyper Battle DVD.
Oh, no, that's not Rogue 4, that's just Prime Rogue. That's different.
Yeah, Rogue 4.
Basically Rogue 4.
No, it's not, because it's not edgy.
And it's not been subbed yet, but we have seen
Prime Rogues.
I said
Prime
we should
Rogue's transformation where
I said we should
Misora-
probably save it.
Yeah, we should probably not
until
when we
it's been
actually get to see
subbed.
it. Yeah, I'm not.
So
That's true.
we'll save it until next episode because I haven't.
But that's all the Toku shit.
Yeah, that's all. I'm just pissed off. So, but at
okay,
least at the very
I'm gonna
least,
get us...
they didn't they didn't explicitly say Utsumi didn't make the crocodile crack bottle, so I can continue to believe that's what happened.
Okay,
You want to go first, Rocker?
I'm gonna start off our non-Toku talk with this thing I saw just now. Bully 2 casting calls have been released.
Oh shit! Really?
Oh shit!
Yes. Let me.
Wow.
What's up? We have from Rockstar Intel, the website. No, this is a rumor, but a very likely one at that. We have reason to believe that casting calls related to Rockstar's upcoming title, Bully 2, have been released by a casting director who is not disclosing much information about the title or developer, as is expected.
Bully 2 game.
There are 7 casting calls for, quote, a new unannounced video game title with a leading UK games developer shooting at Pinewood Studios. The casting calls are mainly for teenage and young roles that involve placeholder names for the characters. Casting call actually provides a warning and some vague detail about the project. Mild violence and profanity will be used in The Young Performer. The project itself is a thriller drama, and all scenes with the young performer will be handled with sensitivity. The calls made by casting director Jessica Jeffries will be shot in Pinewood Studios, London, a very popular large-scale studio for very big companies. Some casting calls directly mention staff such as college professors. We've also seen Rockstar staff come into engagement with the listings, but won't be sharing who or how. They are for motion capture acting roles. Bully 2 has been a long leaked and anticipated video game, even mentioned by former Rockstar insider Yan2295, that it would be the next title from Rockstar Games after the release of Red Dead Redemption 2.
Stop the school shooting.
Oh, God.
God, you know that's gonna be a plot point.
Yeah, it probably is.
Probably with with Rockstar's love of social commentary and
Yeah.
climate of the world.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, I don't know how recent this actually is because I just saw some people complaining about it in another server, specifically complaining about some streamers who were doing challenges based on it. But apparently,
Oh boy.
now in GTA 5, which character you play as determines how the cops react to you.
Oh no.
So if you play as the darker skinned characters,
If you play as, wait, hang on. Are you talking about GTA Online or GTA 5?
GTA 5 at least. If you play as Franklin, I think. I've never played
They-
GTA 5, so
aggressive?
I never played GTA 5, so I don't know the names of the characters.
Franklin's the black guy.
Yeah.
Michael's the fat white guy, and Trevor's the
Wasn't
balding
this a
white
rumor
guy.
like when GTA 5 first came out that this happened?
Well, no, this is it's actually a thing now at least. Yeah, if
Oh,
you play
wow.
as Franklin now, the cops will
Be more aggressive.
be
Be
way
more
more
aggressive.
aggressive towards you. And some people
Instant 5-star rating.
yeah, not quite
Probably
that.
not instant, but probably like the
It goes
rating
up faster.
escalates
Yeah.
fast. Yeah.
Apparently it's way easier to get a 5-star rating as him, from what they were saying, and that there were people doing, and the reason why I heard about this was they were complaining that there were people doing challenges playing as Franklin specifically just for that, and they were saying some stupid
Oh,
racist
that it's.
shit.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Doing
wait.
Oh no.
Like,
Oh
Okay.
no.
and that was it. That was just the only reason I heard about.
I thought
which
you were
is
going
why-
in the direction that it's that people were complaining that he was doing it too easily because he was using the.
No,
Never
no.
mind.
Oh
I
my
was
god,
just
I
saying,
got a 5-star rating by drinking.
I was just saying they were complaining about it because they were complaining about it recently, and that's why I heard about it. I have no idea when this was actually patched into the game. Just
Oh
that
no,
it was.
Oh no, my crime level went up because I sat in the front of the bus.
Oh my god. I went up to 3 stars because they saw me eating chicken in one hand and a waffle in the other.
Oh no, I'm in
Fuck.
trouble because I went into this black people diner.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh god, this is the worst. We're getting
Yeah.
we're
So
getting banned.
anyway, point is Bully 2
Oh, no.
probably is going to have a thing about school shootings. in it.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
But it also it seems like it's going to be set at a college rather than
Yeah.
like a high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One cool thing that I heard about
Which
for
makes
Red
me
Dead
wonder if it's gonna be Jimmy again, which that would be cool.
Yeah,
if
that'd
it
be cool.
was.
Jimmy in college.
Yeah.
But
Jimmy in
one cool-
college, he goes to college to reinvent himself, but it's like a kind of you try to get out, but they keep pulling you back in type story.
yeah, I keep having to be a bully.
I keep having to be this weird anti-bully.
But still a bully? Like,
It's more. It's
you know,
more,
in the
no,
end,
no,
we really
sorry.
were.
It's more like
College
this
stupidity.
weird counter-bully.
Still
Yeah.
a bully, but you're bully to the bullies.
Yeah, you bully the
Who
bully.
bullies the bully man?
They had to change.
bullies?
I think they had to change the name of Bully in UK. Or
Canis Canum Edit, I believe.
Yeah. And then, yeah, because
So they
of fucking moral guardians in the UK were like, no, you
Moral
can't,
Guardians.
you can't call it, you can't call
You
it
can't
bully
call
because
it
that
bully
that
because
will
that implies
encourage
that that's all you do in the
bullying.
game when it's not.
yeah, it's like, oh no,
You're the bully man.
Grand Theft Auto is a game where you go and kill dogs and prostitutes and
Yeah,
for
that-
money and
that
points.
kind-
You
around-
only do 2 of those things.
around the same time
And yet they look at games like Red Dead Redemption and what do normies? Oh god.
I don't think anybody talks about Red Dead Redemption normie talk.
normies. Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't like
um,
calling people
I don't
normies.
like having to say the word.
But yeah, I don't think anybody really comments about because it is just a cowboy
Oh
drama.
my god. I just want to quick little aside. Just if anybody, you guys are subscribed to Max on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Just do you every once in a while you're looking through your stuff and you just see Max's 8-year-old video of Modern Warfare 2 videos?
No.
No, I don't. Probably because I don't look at Modern Warfare stuff.
Well,
It
no,
gives me a whole bunch of like.
it's on Max's channel, so
No,
you
I
would
know,
get it if
but-
you're subscribed to Max.
But
Oh,
YouTube probably knows that I don't care about that, so it
Oh,
only
I
gives me
think
his fighting game stuff.
I
It
think
gives me a lot of his Third Strike stuff.
I
That's
think Scholarship Edition got released in the UK with the original name, but
Fully?
yeah,
Fully?
but the original version had name changed.
Right.
You know, Jimmy, we really were the Bully Scholarship Edition.
Jimmy, we really were the Canis Canum edit. Or,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Jimmy, we really were the Canis Canum edit.
yeah. So
One thing I wanted to talk about with Red Dead Redemption 2 that I heard about that's really cool is that I don't really play Rockstar games, but I heard about this really cool thing that really makes me want to play Red Dead Redemption 2.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's that when you turn off the mini map, people will actively say like give you directions and tell you about landmarks, about how to go places.
hopefully,
Yeah, if you turn off the minimap, NPC dialogue changes to that. Yeah.
It's like, oh, you want to go back, Big Green, and you want to turn left there. You want to go west.
It should be relatively easy.
Yeah, it sounds really interesting.
But like, oh God, what was that?
I want to be a cowboy.
No, but your mic like peaked randomly for a
Yeah.
second.
I don't know. Weird.
But like for anyone who played Red Dead 1, because I think the whole big thing of Red Dead 2 is it takes place in the same location.
Yeah, but with different characters.
But with different characters, and it takes place in the past. So
Yeah.
I think it should be like relatively easy to navigate for anyone who played Red Dead 1, like me.
Yeah.
hopefully,
Well, yeah, that's something that makes me actually actively want to play it.
hopefully, Bully 2 will not be as heavily like censored by, well, not censored exactly, but like, you know, opposed by people who don't actually know what the fuck it's about as Bully was. Because like it's been like 10 years and
They should call it the anti-bully just so people understand.
Bully 2, the anti-bully.
The counter bully.
It's like anti-venom, but
Counter bully.
Amazing.
and alright, so anything else you want to talk about, Saraku?
I want to talk about how people shouldn't shit all over things just because they're big AAA games like Call of Duty or Red Dead. Because you saying that like you weren't interested in playing it just made me think of that.
No, it's not because it's a AAA game.
No. I know. I have nothing against you. You have your own reasons for not wanting to play it, but I feel like people that there are a lot of people who do just shit on Call of Duty and GTA and all that stuff just because they are the big ones and because they think, oh, I'm cool because I don't like the popular thing. I'm cool because I don't play Fortnite.
I'm cool because I only play real games like Tales of Symphonia and Criminal Girls.
I'm cool because I play weird,
Japanese
stupid indie horror games.
Like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Well, no, because Five Nights at Freddy's is one of the big name ones. That's
No, I know
fun
that's
to
the
shit
joke.
on.
That's the joke.
So
I shit on Five Nights at Freddy's, but that's because
I shit on Five Nights at Freddy's because it's dumb.
Yeah.
Not because it's
I
popular,
play weird
but because it's dumb.
indie horror games like The Last Dead End. God, that game is awful. Rose, you want to go next because Sano is mute.
But yeah, Call of Duty.
I'm sorry.
Call of Duty's cool. Ow, Zed.
Oh, what the? Oh, I think that's because I'll stop that. Anyway,
I don't have anything to talk about this time. I'm sorry.
Oh wow.
I didn't have anything prepared. The thing I had prepared was basically Gridman, but that was Toku related. So
You want to talk about your week? How was your week?
What did you do?
Uni started up. I went to. I had. Now this is probably gonna be not the best story for a podcast because of what it concerns, but so there's a fair that usually happens in Nottingham around now. I went to it on Sunday, the Goose Fair. It's a little further out from the middle of the city. It's a part of the city I'm not particularly used to. Had to take a tram to get there. And as I had got there and been on a couple of rides, I realized I needed the toilet. So I went to where the first set of, the toilets they usually set up for, fairs and stuff were located, and found they were closed off because they were cleaning them or something. So I had to go all the way to the other side of the field, which was pretty far, to find the second set, in which I checked 4 of them that were open. All 4 had no running water sinks inside, and at least 1 was missing the toilet seat. So I went, fuck this. I'm gonna go see if there's a public toilet nearby that doesn't suck. So I asked some of the, people who are, helping, keep stuff orderly or whatever there, guards, whatever, police maybe. I asked them where the nearest one is, and they say, oh, there's an Asda Walmart for you Americans about 5 minutes away from here. So I was like, great, yeah, sure. As far as I know, Asda's open 24 hours, so I can just go down there. So what I didn't realize is, since it was a Sunday, as I got there, it was closing. So I was not allowed in, and there was nowhere else nearby that had toilets. I checked several things that were open, none of them did. And I almost considered getting on the tram and going back into the city, leaving my brother behind temporarily because we had split up, so I could find...
Let's split up, gang!
I considered getting back on the tram and going into the city where I knew where one was, but then I decided, man, I'll just see if the ones that were getting cleaned are open again. And thank God they were, even though, thank God they were done being cleaned, though they were still not great. It was like...
But you weren't pissing in an alleyway or something.
Yeah, and especially, thank God I didn't have to use one of those ones that you have to pay 20p to use instead of just being free. Because those ones, the last time I went into one, the sprinkler system went off and it kicked me out.
Are you fucking for real?
Excuse me? Why?
The reason why that happened was because the way that the toilet paper dispensers in there is very slowly coming out of a hole that you have to press a button to make it dispense it, and it takes forever. So I was like, there was a panel. I was like, if I move the panel slightly off this wall, maybe there's the spare toilet rolls behind that. Turns out moving that panel activates the sprinkler system because it thinks there's something wrong.
Amazing.
Oh no.
Also, my house's boiler was being replaced at the time, which is why I was out there to begin with, and I was still in my pajamas. So all in all, it was a very bad experience, and that's why I'm never going to use one again. So that is this edition of How Hath Life Blighted Rose today.
I mean, it didn't bite you too much since you got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, but it was very unpleasant for a while.
Sano, what you got?
Nano, what do you got?
Nothing really much. I've been meaning to get back into Pillars of Eternity, which I haven't been for some reason.
Oh, one last thing, if I may interject, because I forgot. I pre-ordered Soul Calibur 6. So that's
cool.
I am going to pre-order it tomorrow.
I'm probably going to grab it a week or two after it's out. Are you guys getting it for PS4 or PC?
PS4.
PS4.
I'm getting it for PC.
Get it for PS4. Come play with us.
I have other friends that have PC though.
But come play with us. Forget about your other friends.
I also need to get Spider-Man.
That's actually what I want to talk about.
Okay.
But Sano, do you have anything else?
Keep going.
Yeah.
I showed my friend The Shining the first time.
Oh boy.
So it was really interesting for him to see all these kind of different references that this movie has made in other media.
Here's Johnny.
Not even that, but it's one of my favorite Key and Peele skits is Continental Breakfast.
Oh yeah.
And just the final scene in Continental Breakfast is the best bit because it's just he saw that final scene in The Shining and it's no, No,
Or
get me from here! And it's like I just did like the hello Greece, like him slipping the yogurt,
yeah.
and it was just the funniest. It was the best reaction I could have hoped for.
Anything else?
I also saw the American version of The Grudge. I don't think it's as good as the original Japanese.
Of course not.
Even though it's directed by the same director.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like that Hulk movie made by the guy who made Crouch the Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Are you talking about the one with Eric Bana?
I think the first one.
The one that's just Hulk, not the Incredible Hulk?
Yeah. That one. But
The one where he's like super green?
yeah.
Like
And
his
the movie
screen,
shot too
his
dark?
skin, his skin is fucking crayon green.
Yeah, that one. Anything else on it?
That's not it.
I guess it's my turn, and I got a lot to talk about. I got 3 different things to talk about. First off, I want to talk about Spider-Man because I beat it. I beat it 2 nights ago. And oh boy, that is a good game. That is a really good game.
Please no spoils. I haven't bought it.
I won't spoil, but it's.
No
saying
spoils, please.
I'll just give a basic rundown of what I like. The biggest thing that I like the most is just the swinging. The swinging
is the swinging, of course.
Swinging is so good. It feels because I think one of my favorite little details with it is that while you're swinging, your controller slightly vibrates to kind of mimic the tension of the web. Yeah, it's like when you're swinging, the controller starts to like vibrate slowly, then faster, like the lower you are, and it's like you really feel that feeling of momentum, and it feels really good. The only real complaint is that the combat kind of gets repetitive, mainly because, especially by the end of the game, like this is one thing I will always say about action games. If you can get Witch Time, get Witch Time. It is the most broken ability in any action game. It basically made every single fight super easy. Because like the Witch Time in Spider-Man is super good because it lasts like 5 seconds.
Wow.
It lasts a long time, and it gives you plenty of time to just wail on enemies.
For a fucking Witch Time type thing, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. You just punch the shit out of enemies during that time, and they can't do shit because they're still like in their animation of punching.
Yeah.
So you're just bam, 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 and then they're dead. And yeah, get Witch Time. That's a really good ability. That's a good ability in any video game.
Anything else non-spoilery that you can tell us that you like?
I really like the suits they put in the game. My favorite suit has to be Last Stand Spider-Man. Because it's such a fucking nice suit. It's just like a jacket with jeans.
The Last Stand Spider-Man,
You got like a high collar jacket.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I love that one. Hang on.
It's really nice. And it's a great game. The story is really good. It does a lot of cool nice things with Peter Parker and Miles Morales. And it's just really nice. The one complaint is that there are a couple missions where you as Mary Jane. And they're kind of bad because they're just really simple and kind of boring. Because they're just stealth missions, and you just have to like, it's basic stealth shit where you like, push something over so the enemy will go over there and you can sneak by them. So it's not really all that interesting, and that's really, that and that combat gets a bit repetitive is my only real complaints with the game. And second thing I want to talk about, I've watched a couple anime this week from the new season. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5 came out. That was really good. They added a bit to Giorno's character that the manga severely lacked, which was one of my big complaints with Giorno, is that he's a very boring protagonist. And Kuchi was there, and I love Kuchi. I love Kuchi. And I also watched Goblin Slayer. The first episode came out.
I too also watched Goblin Slayer.
The first episode was super edgy, but it did what it was looking to do.
And what it was looking to do seems to be very divisive.
It's very divisive, mainly because the subject matter I will not go into because I feel uncomfortable talking about it.
Probably not
It's
great. for the podcast.
in a single sentence, goblin rape. That's it.
Yeah, that's about it. And I didn't like. It's very. It doesn't show anything really. It shows like the beginning. It shows it about to happen, but cuts off
You
screen.
see one Ahegao.
Oh no! Get out of here with that shit.
Okay,
Anyway.
fine. You see one mind break.
No,
Yeah.
stop bringing hentai tags into this. I don't like talking about with this.
Well, just so people know.
Mind break, ugly
what
bastard.
you see.
No, stop.
Shut up.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
I haven't watched it. I just like torturing people.
Anyway, it is interesting especially from what I've heard from friends who have actually read the manga. It seems to be really good, especially after the beginning bit with that. And I am looking forward to watch more. And I watched one more anime, and it was that time I was reincarnated as a slime. And basically, it's about a dude who gets stabbed and gets isekai into a world, and he's reincarnated as a slime. Like basic bitch enemy, but he gets a whole bunch of broken abilities, and it's doing the usual isekai trap of making your protagonist super overpowered. And it's kind of annoying. And the funny thing is that episode 2, he befriends an entire village of goblins. So that's funny next to Goblin Slayer when it makes me hate every single goblin that ever exists. Fuck goblins. And the third thing I want to talk about is Final Fantasy XIV. I don't want to talk a lot about it because I'm still playing through the new patch. I still have to get my eye level up. The big thing I want to say is that the end of the story of the new story that they added in the new patch introduced a new character who is just evil.
What?
That's great.
He is just evil.
Character is just evolved.
Please elaborate.
Basically, he's a character that's been manipulating everything behind the scenes and took on the form of a important character, and is kind of like smarmy and the asshole. And then one of the characters shoots him, and then
is he horny?
I think he's a little horny, but it's not. He was only in one scene because he's like the
fair.
newest character introduced.
Yeah.
And somebody shoots him and he falls on the floor, but then he just appears like across the room. It's like, that didn't work.
Okay, does sound kind of a Volty, yeah.
Oh, there is one
Basically
thing I wanted
evil.
to say about Goblin Slayer.
What?
Oh,
Fun
boy.
fact. At the end of the first episode, right when the little cleric girl is like being real happy that she's with the guy,
Yeah.
you hear, when the screen fades to black, you hear a sound, and that sound is a dice roll.
Oh wow.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
That's cool because it's basically one thing that's in, I don't know if it showed up in the anime, but in the manga, when she gets her to join the adventurers guild or whatever, she gets a literal
Character
Dungeons-
sheet. D&D
character
character sheet.
D&D 5e character sheet. You could see it.
Wait, which
like-
show are we talking about?
Goblin Slayer.
Oh, okay.
It's
Like,
literally Dungeons and
The
Dragons.
registration sheet is
And the fact-
literally yeah.
And the fact that her spells have like a limit of usage
Yeah.
per day.
Yeah, it's specifically a mechanic from D&D.
Fuck. Great.
What?
Oh, okay. So,
Oh, actually,
I know earlier you mentioned showing your friends stuff. I also showed you guys the thing. I showed you guys Blade.
I was not
Right.
there when you guys watched that, so.
Fucking
Sana, were you there?
Blade.
I don't think you were there. Were you, Sana, when we watched Blade?
So I'd never seen
Oh, the movie.
Blade.
Oh yeah, I keep thinking. I keep thinking.
No, not Kamen Rider Blade.
Blade. No, yeah, I was there when we watched Blade.
Yeah. So Rose, as one who has not seen it before, what did you think of Wesley Snipes' masterpiece?
Fucking amazing, yeah. Just, I'm not quite sure what I expected. I expected it to be good because, well, it was fucking Blade, and I'd heard,
People love it. Yeah.
but it was better than I was expecting. It was really fucking good. The mom thing was a little,
Yeah, the thing where Blade's mom wants to fight. But hey, vampires.
Yeah, I guess, yeah,
Vampires
vampires.
were always a creepy sex thing.
Yeah, vampires have always been a creepy sex thing. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about it. The blood party at the start was great. Just like, oh yeah, it's this rave. The sprinklers
Blood
turn
rave.
on. It's blood. It's a good way to fucking start that shit out.
And then like there's one human guy there, and he's just fucking the fuck out. And then the blood sprinklers start turning off, and then everyone like backs away, and they're like, "It's him, it's the Daywalker," and then he just pulls out a gun and starts shooting fuck.
I have not seen Blade since I was like a little kid, so yeah, kind of fuzzy on the details.
Yeah, but he just pulls out his shotgun and starts blowing fuckers away.
Flap, flap, flap.
And it's just the whole movie escalates from there, and it's just like, hey, vampires rule the world. Vampires basically rule the world, and oh shit, you didn't know. But there's a fucking guy who fights them.
Yeah.
And at the end, literally the best part at the end is like they have the sword fight, and literally the justification is just Deacon has a katana of his own. He's just Blade gets back his sword, and he's just like, "Hey, Blade, do this."
Yeah. Yeah, because you gotta.
Cause you gotta. And the best part is he fucking cuts him in half. And he just like looks back as he reattaches himself because of his blood god powers. He just like fixes himself after getting cut in half. And Blade just turns around and just goes, "What the fuck?"
And then, yeah, and then.
I have to watch Blade. I haven't watched in a long time.
Oh, yeah, you fucking do, yeah.
It's on Netflix. If you got a Netflix account,
I got a Netflix.
You watch Blade.
I
Yeah.
definitely will.
Do it.
So anything else?
Uh,
So you don't have any emails this week.
yeah,
Alright, Jack.
G fucking
What
wins.
if we did? Where
What
would
a
we send them?
surprise.
If we did have emails, would we send that to the that we say to the people who are not listening to this live? Fuck.
You would send that to hypercastoffpodcast@gmail.com.
That's hypercastoffpodcast@gmail.com.
That's hypercastoffpodcast@gmail.com.
Please send us emails. We are so
Sano.
lonely.
We
That
are
is
so
hyper-
lonely.
That is hypercastoffpodcast@gmail.com.
Okay, so honestly, we have to post it in like the Toku channel and shit.
Didn't we already do that?
I don't think we did.
I could
No.
have sworn we did.
I don't think we did.
If you send in your question, it may sound something like this. Rose, quick, ping the
Oh,
roll
fuck.
to get us
No,
questions.
I'm not pinging the fucking roll for this. If we don't have any emails, we just need to take it like a fucking man and deal with it.
We have to deal with it like Blade dealt with vampires.
That's a hell of a way to deal with it.
Exactly. We gotta slice up anybody who doesn't send us emails.
When are we gonna get
a lot of
emails
people.
We gotta
from?
do that cool thing where we neck the guy to the ceiling and then stab him in the head.
That's how we get emails. That'll show the other people.
Neck the guy, plant his head in the ceiling, stab him from under his chin.
Who
and
knows? Maybe that guy
disintegrates.
will learn, and then he'll send us email.
He disintegrated. What do you mean he'll learn?
He'll come back and
He'll
send
learn.
us an email.
When he gets reincarnated as a fly.
Okay, so considering that we don't have any emails, I think we should just roll into if we're going to be doing anything soon. I'm probably going to be doing a final stream of a specific bad fanfic on
Of a bad
Saturday.
fanfic, which we will
What are you
get
doing on
into
Saturday?
that. We will get into
On
we will get
Saturday
into that,
this week.
hopefully.
Oh, damn it, I'm not gonna be able to make it.
Next time on the podcast, we will
Again,
tell our
I work
tale.
on weekend.
Yeah.
I work on weekend.
Yeah,
Aw,
well,
shit,
I
dude.
can't
Well-
really do it on Thursday or Friday because uni, so I'll have to do it.
Oh. What about Wednesdays?
I don't want to wait until next Wednesday to do this. We need to get it
Oh,
over and done with.
fine.
But
On the next podcast, we shall regale the grand tale of sorrow and suffering.
And Goro Izumi, yeah.
I'm just sad that I won't be able to be there.
I'm actually gonna hang on. Let me check my. No.
It will be. It won't be great that Zed won't be there, especially after Zed's connection to this tale.
Right. Yeah. You know what? Actually, I think I can do it on Thursday. So no, actually, it's gonna be tomorrow. Hopefully, the podcast will be
tomorrow. Nifty.
Tomorrow, hopefully the podcast will be up the same day that I said this, but by tomorrow, I mean the 11th of October.
I'll try to post it up by tonight.
Yeah.
Also, Zed, I love how you forsook the opportunity for a Kaiser Day joke at the end of the last podcast just to shit on Gates.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because it wasn't our last podcast. Yeah, we could have had a Kaiser Day joke, but you decided that shitting on Gates was more important.
No, that was the one before that.
Well, still, we didn't have a Kaiser Day joke.
The thumbnail was high risk of misunderstanding.
Wait, wasn't Kaiser Day?
The thumbnail, but nothing in the video.
Wasn't Kaiser Day episode 2?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. You're right.
That's why it was high risk of misunderstanding.
Yeah, but that's just the thumbnail, not the actual.
Well, I really wanted to do fucking coming up Mad Rogue.
Yeah, that was fine. Considering you didn't use it last time, are you gonna use that Bat Guy hasn't done anything?
Just because I can't think of anything for this week, unless I go through the footage and I think of something else,
or unless you come up with a fucking
another way to shit on Gates
or something. I'm half expecting you to combine a Goblin Slayer meme with Gates.
Oh my god.
What time is it? It's Gates killing time.
So, should I just stop here?
I think we should stop here.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody. Maybe we should go inside.
But Marge, that little guy hasn't done anything yet. Look at him. He's gonna do something, and you know it's gonna be good.